Go ahead, Calico.
Yeah, see, like the sister, the key word, she like you say, it sounded like the wording sounded messed up, but she had a key word in there that she was stressing, and it's culture. You feel me? Because that's what they say when they say we 3/5 of a man. I keep repeating this, but when they say 3/5 of a man, that means we missing 2/5. The 2/5 they say we missing is our culture and our nationality. You know, I be stressing nationality all the time, but I can't give y'all no culture because everybody thinks the rap game is culture. They think drilling another black man is a culture. You know what I'm saying? They calling these things a culture. They ain't nothing but death cultures. They under one umbrella. You feel me? So they don't amount to shit. You know, they never will. And they don't come from the ancients. You feel me? Or your elders. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? We have no fucking culture. You know what I'm saying? So we still blank man in America. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else got their roots. They can learn where they from. You feel me? They can adopt that. We over here, we adopting nonsense on a daily basis.
Go ahead. Pass it around. Go ahead, Megazord.
I definitely agree that black folks are mentally destroyed. Like if you say the black community, we'll just say the masses of black people in the northern hemisphere are definitely mentally destroyed. First and foremost, when you're denied the knowledge of self from the get-go, you don't necessarily know yourself. And if you don't know yourself, how is it possible to operate at your optimum? So when we break down the layers of destroyed, that could be broken down. You know, that could be broken down on the layers financially as a whole. We don't practice group economics. I'm not talking about the 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 7 or maybe even 200 people. You know, black folks are 50 to 60 million here in America. We don't practice group economics. We don't have not even necessarily a co-op. We don't even have a co-op that we could buy goods from on a national scale. We're torn from our part of Africa or Kemet or whatever you want to call that landmass. You know what I'm saying? We could break down the layers of what we mean destroy. When Mexicans come over here, they have a culture intact because they're attached to their kith and their kin. Our sister, Queen by the Door, I'm pretty sure that she was met with some resentment from the black community, from black people because of the uncomfortableness and unawareness that they had connected to their root. I remember when we would see an African brother or sister, we would call them an African booty scratch and all type of nonsense like that, not knowing that these people come from the continent that our ancestors, that our kith and kin came from. So when I'm talking about destroyed, I'm talking about in action. Black folks aren't a monolith. Black people aren't a monolith, but we're a mass of people in America. And judging by behavior, percentages, what we do in our own community, how else would you describe our behavior? It's the behavior of someone who's mentally devastated, mentally dead, mentally destroyed. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not sitting here saying that we're not going to do our best to come back, but that's a present reality that we're facing right now. So, you know, it is what it is.
Go ahead, Mr. C. Give me your take on it.
I just tapped in. What we talking about?
Oh, homie,
first and foremost, what's up, fellas? What's up, fellas? Respect to this channel. I'm a new sub to this channel. I love it. I love when I get on this live at night and you live. So much respect to this motherfucking channel for sure.
Homie, you about to go hit a lick right now, yo.
What we talking about?
Shit, we talking about this robbery that you about to do. Where the bank at? Now I'm fucking with.
Oh man, send your cash at, man. You know we gonna get it. Send your cash at.
Hey, look, the sister in the chat, her name is Virgo Queen, and she said we gotta address some of these issues with ourselves and saying we kind of destroyed out here. What's your take on that? Said black folks are mentally destroyed. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree.
Speak on it.
I feel as though like religion play a part, messed us up, and then everybody not be on no cold. But she's saying that, well, the women got a lot to do with that. The women play a big part in that. So if she talking about us, don't put it. I mean, I hope you're addressing them women, because y'all the cause of 80% of this shit.
Can somebody
hold on. Yeah, we can hear you.
Black
Somebody,
women
we
cause
can hear.
all
Hold
this.
on,
y'all
sister.
can
We can
hear
hear you.
me? Y'all
Somebody
can hear
was.
me? Hold on.
Yeah,
Can y'all hear
somebody
me?
was. Somebody's talking though. Go ahead, Mr. C. Please finish,
Yeah,
and
I'm
then we'll
saying
let
like
you get
y'all
on
the
it.
cause of a lot of this shit. Like y'all got N-words on child support. I mean, y'all call us a bunch of broke. What I don't
Can you
understand.
hear me now?
Yes.
All right, she gonna let me go?
Yes, we can hear you, but please, somebody is talking. Use the private chat while somebody's talking. And I'm gonna give you the same respect when it's your turn. But
I
he's
think it
new.
might be her first time
No,
on.
yeah,
I don't know if it's
It's okay.
Virgo
I got
Queen.
it. It's
Okay.
okay. I got it. Yeah. But yeah, I'm muting your mic so he can finish speaking, my sister. But yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, Mr. C. You got
Yeah,
the floor.
it's like I mean, I mean, I got a mom, I got a sister, I got a twin sister, so I ain't gonna really disrespect black women like that. But to answer her question, yeah, she is right. We are a lot to blame, but we not gonna act like the black women don't play a part either. Because y'all threw us under the bus. Y'all threw us under the bus.
All right. Well, I'm gonna mute you. Was that your last? You good?
Yeah, I'm gonna come back. Let me see her response.
All right. Hold on. I got you. Let me mute your mic for a second. Go ahead, Virgo Queen. How you doing, my sister? Welcome home. Welcome home. Welcome to the neighborhood. How you feel? Go ahead, Virgo Queen. You got the floor. Go ahead, Virgo Queen. You got the floor, sister. There you go.
Hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. Yes, ma'am. How you doing? Where you
Okay,
from?
I do want to apologize because I didn't this is my first time ever on here. This might keep going in and out, so I wasn't trying to be rude.
No. You good. You good. Where you from, my sister?
I'm from Buffalo, New York, but I just moved to the South.
All right. Yeah, I'm in
So,
ATL.
Yeah. No, well, I just moved to Virginia from New York State though.
Shout out to VA. Y'all got legal weed up there, right?
Yeah, yeah, we do. I believe so. I
Y'all
don't
got
know.
a
I
weed
quit
store. You
smoking
can go
though.
to the
I quit
Versace
smoking
store
though.
or
No, listen, I quit smoking though. I quit. So I don't even
bet.
know nothing about that.
I
Yeah,
bet.
but
I bet. Hey, look, you know what Stephen A. Smith said about marijuana, right?
what?
Oh, you ain't never heard it?
No.
Oh, this is what he said.
You can't smoke weed. Period.
No. It's a little joke, but go ahead. Give me your take on this topic that you brought to the channel and the panel.
Well, listen,
It
this
means a
is
lot
what
to me.
listen. I brought all this to the. I made this topic. Listen, everything he just said is true, and I agree with him. Like he right, and I say this all the time. So I don't want him to be like, "Oh, I'm not trying to disrespect black women." It's not disrespect when it's the truth. And I'm a black woman, and he right. I 100% agree with him. So me and my husband, we talk about this all the time, and we don't be having no other people to talk to about this because nobody want to, know what I'm saying, or we get called coons or whatever. You get what I'm saying? But it's like it's true. Like it really is true. Like black women take a huge part of this. Matter of fact, we kind of started this. You get what I'm saying?
Nah, but I'm listening though. I'm
Like
listening.
no, because, but then you got some black men who like they don't want to hear it because like all they know is their moms and their aunts. You get what I'm saying?
Damn, son.
I'm listening.
It's like it's
Let her cook.
you just growing up around black women, and then now you feel
Calico,
like
you
I can't
stupid.
say nothing because you don't got all you know is black women. So when you telling the truth, it comes off as disrespect. So it's like it's just
Man,
crazy.
sound effects, man. Where they
I'm
at?
listening. This ain't about the sound effects, nigga. You doing enough sound effects. Let her cook. This her first time here. I don't want to scare her off.
I'm sorry, y'all can't really hear me.
No, we can hear you. He want me to do some drops while you talking. Like he wanted me to do something. They like, yo, this is a certified banger.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Like
you dropping bars. She got bars now.
Because she agree with you. That's why you saying that.
Hey, look.
No, she
and
honest.
it's literally just
She's
common
honest.
sense, though. Like that's a thing. Like, go ahead.
Go ahead, Dro.
No, I just want to say, just to add on what she's saying, and Mrs. C, you gotta go back to the origin of that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, black women play a big part in it,
yes.
but go back to the origin of how the agenda of stripping the black man from the black family. You feel what I'm saying? So
We
you
allowed the
know
white men to use us to tear y'all down.
exactly, and
We
so
allowed the white
government
men to do it, and we
assistant,
still
all that
doing
stuff.
it. We still doing it to this day, and I don't see how they can't see this. Like we
Right.
helping them destroy y'all. Like we literally helping them, and that's crazy. Like it's just like I be feeling so bad for like black dudes. I be like, yo, like we really like f y'all up, like bad. Like for real, it's our fault the way like black people because who was raising the black kids? We was, right? So you got to really blame this on the 60s and 70s black women because they started this. The welfare, the crack, and then they went right for the white man's trick, and then they kicked the black man out. Now he down, and then we still can't see this, and we still doing this to the day. And then if you say something, it's like, no, all of a sudden you just can't say nothing about black women, though, right? We are just queens, though, right?
Burn, burn, burn,
That's
burn, burn.
insane. Like it's just common sense, but then people, oh, how can you say that you're black? It's just the truth. Like what? Like I'm just done with black people at this point. I'm sorry. Like I don't even care
No.
anymore.
You
I'm
can't be
done.
done with black. You done with your reflection? You black too.
I
You
see, but
done
that's
with
what
your
I'm
mama, your
talking
daddy,
about.
your son,
But
your
the truth
children.
is the
Like,
truth.
can't be
The
done
truth is
with
the
your
truth,
people,
though.
man. Nah,
Yeah,
don't
but
give up.
It's
listen,
a
but
Nah,
cool,
listen,
man.
our
no.
elders
Don't give
failed
up on
us,
your people.
though.
I heard you, but
Our
let me say
elders
this.
failed
I've been
us,
listening to everybody, but let me say this. But we don't have to continue the cycle. Yeah, our
right? We
elders
got
might
to
have
break
felt.
the curse.
I heard you. Let me
Mhm.
say this though. But just to say I'm done with black people, I can't agree with that. I can't co-sign that. And I don't respect it. Respectfully, of course. I think what we have to do is start with conversation. It start with a conversation.
Well, I'm
Conversation.
not going.
And it starts with self-realization, doing a self-assessment, being honest with yourself. Are you part of the problem? I don't want to just say we throwing our people away.
Well,
Let's
I'm
come
not
up.
saying.
Hold on. Let me say this. You said I'm done with black people, and that's when I had all I could stand, and I couldn't stand no more. And you know what I'm saying? I'm the only one up here who's saying the opposite. I'm the only one up here. So let that
Well,
one
I said it
person.
wrong.
No,
Okay, I'm sorry.
respectfully, just let me. I'll wrap it up. In 10 seconds or less. We have to have the conversation about solutions, not just saying we fucked up and they fucked us up and they did this to us and blah blah blah. Where are the solutions? That's what I
But
think. But
listen,
with that, I digress.
okay, I apologize. Listen,
No,
I'm not
don't
trying to say it like
apologize.
that.
We
When I
having a
say black
conversation.
people, listen. When I say you, I love my black people. It's the niggas though. And when I say niggas, I'm not talking about just dudes. I mean the females too, because you can't. Some of these people is too far gone. So it's like, especially, and I feel like with black dudes, you could wake them up more because it affect like what we done is destruction. It affect y'all more than it does us. Like we benefited from it, and we still is to this day. So it's like y'all out here getting killed and gunning each other down in the streets, right? Why we just living it up, right? You get what I'm saying? So it's like when you try to go and wake some of these black people up, some of these black dudes will wake up, but then it's the women that some of these females is too far gone. That's why it's easier to wake black men up than it is black women because they living off of what they cause. So when I say I'm done, I mean I'm done with the ones that don't want change. They don't want to be woke. Like they not trying to change. Then if them you see these black dudes that's waking up and that's trying to change, they call y'all weak. You see what I mean?
I'm listening. Let me let my guy Ty get in. He just pulled up. Ty, what up, homie?
I mean, I'm a
What
little
up,
nervous.
man?
I might not be.
No. It ain't nothing to be nervous about. We just having a conversation. Look, ain't nobody gonna disrespect you up here. If so, they're gonna be out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gotta call nobody out their name. You look, your opinion is your opinion. I don't have shows where I want everybody to agree anyway. It's not a for lack of a better term, masturbation circle. All right. Like, I ain't with none of that shit. Like, the point of this show is not to agree. It's a place where it's like the watering hole in the jungle. It's common ground. And if we can't find common ground, that's cool too. But we gotta agree to respect each other. If you don't respect me, you don't respect the platform. Respect yourself. You know what I'm saying? And conduct yourself accordingly. But because you definitely gonna get your chance to speak. Don't feel nervous. Shit, I was nervous when I was just getting started going live. You can go back, check my first lives out. Hey guys, shit, guy Martin. No, I'm lying. I ain't never been that mother. Look at my cousin Dro. Look, he was like, nigga, what? Not you. Nah, they ain't never been me, homie. But go ahead, Ty. Get your bars off, homie.
I just pulled up. What's the topic?
This nigga right here. Bye, Ty. Okay, then that's what we won't have.
Oh, it's in the private chat.
No, I'm fucking with you. Damn, Ty. These motherfuckers be clicking up, don't even listen to 30 seconds before the click. They were like, no, this my nigga Nash. He live. I'm clicking the link. What's up? I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. The sister Virgo Queen on the panel, she put this in the chat. Said she want to have this conversation. We could talk about it later. I was like, nah, we doing it now. It's a live show. Let's talk about it.
I heard her cooking about welfare and destruction of the black family.
Yeah, she said black folks are mentally destroyed. Do you agree or disagree?
What she was saying, kicking the black man out the house and all that shit.
Yeah, she was breaking it down. But do you agree that black people are mentally destroyed?
I mean, we've been through a lot, but at some point in time, man, we got to get our shit together. And it starts with the man. Like, as black men, we got to get out here and we got to get competitive on the world level. Like, we got to start building businesses, infrastructure, all that shit. Like, and then our women, they'll naturally fall in line with us. Like, we still competing with our women. And our women competing with us. Like, we got to get out here and compete with white men, Asian men, all these men. These women, once you build, these women will fucking come. They will come and they'll do everything you want them to do. But when she got to work, you got to work. And granted, that's how you build a family. Both have to build. But as the black man in this country, we still got to be more competitive with the white man and every other group of men out here.
All right, go ahead, girl behind the mic. It seemed like you was replying to somebody in chat. Go on, speak on that.
Yeah, no, just my question is needing clarification at the start of the conversation when it was mentioned that black women are are responsible for all of this. So I just wanted somebody to elaborate further. What do you mean? I just heard the blanket that black women are responsible, but responsible for.
Let Virgo Queen, because she said that first. Go ahead, Virgo Queen. Unmute your mic, my sister. Yeah, click that button with your mic and it'll unmute your mic. Go ahead, Virgo Queen.
I'm sorry. Can y'all hear me now? It keeps
yes,
going.
ma'am. Yeah.
Okay,
no, it's not going out. I'm muting your mic while people are talking so we don't interrupt each other.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
No apologies. No apologies. We family over here. You're a neighbor. Let's go.
I was born in the 90s, right? So we was born into this, right? I'm talking about the generations before us that started this. Like, let's go back to the 60s, the late 50s, 60s, 70s, right? So how it started was the welfare, right? So when we was coming together, our peak was the 50s, 60s. You had the 2-parent household, black people was building, boom. But then you had, you know what I'm saying, Martin Luther King. I'm sorry if I offend people, but I'm sorry. I don't agree with that. He kind of messed us up. He set us back 100 years. Like, I get the whole point, but why is it so, like, you just got to sit this hard with the white man? Like, why we want to eat with the white man so bad? You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm not even going to get on that. So it started with that. Then, like I said, I'm sorry, I'm nervous.
Take your time. It's all love.
Like I said, the welfare, right? It was kick the black man out. You get all this free stuff, and we literally went right for it. Then we had the crack, right? So the white man literally picked it when he seen us building, right? We building 60s, 70s, 80s, right? We building it, then boom, he dropped that welfare, he dropped that crack, right? Right inside our neighborhoods, and we went right for it. We started this because we kicked them out.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't.
No. I want her to finish. I don't want her to be cut off because she's new here and she's already nervous. Let her take her time to get her thoughts together, respectfully. Because everybody else.
Do, so it's like I'm kind of shaking them out.
Take your time. Take your time. Because everybody else
I never done this before. I never been on it. Like, I
never. Nobody else to
speak up. They always say that. They always say I ain't never done this before. It didn't do it
trying
better
to make you swim. They trying to make you swim.
No, I really did.
Calico, let me mute your mic. Calico, I heard you. Calico, I'm hearing you, bro. Let me do this though, brother. She's new here. I don't want to. I know you say you want to ask a question. Get your thoughts together. Take your time, Virgo. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is, we started this. The generations of women before us started this. When they brought the welfare, they chose the welfare. They chose to crack over the black man. They kicked the black man out the house. That's what I was trying to say. I'm sorry I was like, taking forever just to get that little part out. But like I said, I'm nervous. But it's all true, and we still doing this to this day. And the
All right.
reason why, when you go to a black man and you try to wake him up, like some of these black dudes, like they really wake up. Some of these dudes, especially these young boys that's out here in the streets, you could wake them up. It's harder to wake a black woman up than it is a black dude, because he actually he the one out here getting gunned down every day in the streets. Like, we're not. You get what I'm saying? Like, we out here still doing what we do. So it's not hitting us as hard as it is the black dudes. And I think when we actually start getting gunned down in the streets, and then that's when probably black women go on and step up and say, oh, this and that. But then it's like, where was all this back then? You know what I'm saying? Like for example, let me see. It's like a couple of weeks ago or a couple of days ago, matter of fact, this girl, because I guess in Virginia, a lot of domestic killings be going on. So this girl just got killed by her boyfriend, whatever. So it's like, okay, I see a lot of these girls getting killed by these dudes. I see a lot of these moms losing their sons, right? But this is how sick we are, because it's like we will still put ourselves in the same environment that's killing us, right? Y'all get what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, we just listening. Yeah.
For example, if you know this nigga just shot your child, why would you go back and still date the niggas? Right? Why would you still do that? Like, if this rap music, I haven't listened to rap music in years, because I don't support it no more. I'm not about to listen to something that's telling us to kill each other. So why would I play that at my child's funeral when this is the music that's telling us to go kill each other?
But not all rap is doing that, though.
I'm not saying all rap, but come on, now
it's a
most
lot
of
of
rap
positive
is
rap
just
out
violent, though.
You got to make your own playlist, but it is positive. Let me pass it around a little bit, because we do have a stacked panel here. I'm gonna let my guy Reggie O with the Killer Show Pull say his bars, because he just got here. Go ahead, Reggie. What you think of this topic, man? And Mr. C, are you C Jones from the chat? You're not C Jones. Okay, so that's somebody else. All right, go ahead, Reggie O. What's your take on this? They said black people are mentally destroyed. Do you agree?
I'm glad this topic was brought up, but are we mentally destroyed? No, but I think there's factions of us who are, and I think the number of us who are destroyed is way too great of a number, because we need those numbers. We need those people. And I think the one brother who spoke on us needing to kind of move past a lot of things and being able to compete, because he's absolutely right. This is a competitive world, and we being left behind when we're sitting here in kind of our stupor of misguided love, broken love, deterioration in the families. And even if love departs, it doesn't mean the two who were once in love have to go at each other to try to further destroy each other. Still at some point, you still have to work together, because there has to be a mutual understanding of where we head in this world. Where is our place in this world? But education is one of the things that changes that. And I don't think everything falls on the shoulders of women. I can't agree with that. I think there's a mutual breakdown in everything. And even with the thought of what welfare did do a lot of damage. But you got to think what made women choose to do that. When you go back in those eras, and Virgo Queen is absolutely right. You got to blame a lot of shit in this current age on our grandparents and look them in the face of what directions they went wrong, but they weren't knowledgeable or privy to a lot of understanding, because we got to think a lot of our grandparents were doing this shit way younger than us. Teenage pregnancies was a normalized things. So therefore, literacy and education was very low, and their understanding of the shit was low. But welfare and women getting on that shit, you probably got to pinpoint to the treatment that women went through with a lot of the dudes back then. A lot of these dudes was fucked up back then. But I'll pause right there. But great topic. I love this type of shit.
Let's pass it around. Go ahead, Calico. Calico, you know you my guy, 50 grand, and I promise I didn't mean to disrespect you, and I'm sorry if you misunderstood what I was trying to do with the sister. I promise I was not trying to pick on her. I just wanted her to get her bars off, especially when she kept saying she's nervous. So I didn't want us to cut her off with a question. But you got the floor, homie. What was the question you had for everybody? And you muted right now, Calico. Please unmute. All right, maybe he stepped away. We'll come back to him. Anybody else? Megazord, what you think about what the sister said right there and what Reggie had to say? Matter of fact, let me get Dro in. I think Dro's ready. Dro, did you want to add to this? Mr. C? Go ahead.
No, I'm listening. I like what the brother just that was just talking. I like what he said. It kind of changed my perspective. But I still agree with what Virgo Queen said. But I do agree with what he said too. So, like he said, a lot of our grandparents and stuff, they was getting pregnant at an early age. And a lot of dudes was fucked up back then. You feel what I'm saying? So all of it was trauma to stem from somewhere though. It ain't just come from us black people. You feel what I'm saying? We not all mentally destroyed, but we mentally fucked up.
Damn. Yeah. I think
probably not
damage.
Destroyed. Destroyed is like
damage.
Like
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we
destroyed is a
up.
hysterectomy. Like it ain't no coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the ultimate.
I would
say damage, but I don't think that's exclusive to black people. I think other cultures are fucked up too.
I mean,
you listen to my Hispanic brothers tell their story, they got to struggle, man. And my Asian brothers, people tell them go back to their country, and it be black folks telling them that.
I mean
that question. Oh, good.
Oh, I got something to say.
I hear both of y'all. But let's keep it a buck. I stay here in Texas. I can tell you 100% Mexicans have more businesses than black people.
Exactly. Right.
They have more businesses than black people. So this is what I'm saying at the end of the day. And to my dear brother's Reggie point, shout out to the OG. You know I rock with you, Reggie, but I disagree with you to an extent. Bro. You can't compete within a system that's designed to keep you at naught. And here's an example.
Say it again for the people in the back.
I said you can't compete against a system that's designed to keep you at naught. Of course, Jay-Z, Oprah Winfrey, Kanye West, these are mannequins in the window of democracy. They want you to try this on like it works. You see this guy? It works. Jay-Z is a 1 in a billion. Kanye is a 1 in a billion. But we could count our black billionaires. You can't count Asian billionaires. You can't count them on 2 hands. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is like the NAACP, for instance, it was designed to give us a job, but are they teaching you how to build businesses in the NAACP? No. Are they teaching financial literacy from a standpoint of being at the head of community? No. So what I'm saying is we have had the best teachers that we could have had the last 100 years. Whatever walk of life you choose, God sent somebody to enlighten you and enrich you in that walk. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, that walk is getting up out of this current system, which first leads to the way we think and the way we perceive. I'm not going to sit here and guess percentages on who's in. We both fucked up, regardless of and let's be real, the white man is using the black woman. Let's keep it a buck, bro. Yeah. She's being used. We can't sit here and put her at the fault of all our destructions when she's being used. It's battery putting her back.
Who say that again? Who?
I said the black woman. I'm not finna.
Okay. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. That's it. I was reading.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a battery being put in her back, bro. She's made to feel secure. She's made to feel secure in all ramifications, in all realms of life. So she's gonna go wherever that's at. What Ty said, I agree to a certain extent. We do have to do better. We got to do. Now we can't compete in this system. We can get together and try to create a system of our own. But competing in this current system, it's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? If there could be 50 Jay-Z's, there would be 50 Jay-Z's. But notice that all the money is given to the players. The entertainers. Where's the engineers that are billionaires that got patents on inventions? It's the players and the entertainers. Where is the men of great industry that are billionaires? No, it's the players and the entertainers. That's why you got niggas lined up around the corner wanting to be a player or entertainer. Not an engineer, not a farmer, not the things that are the engine of life itself, but a player and an entertainer. Until we want to be engineers, astrophysics, until we want to crack that rim, oh yeah, we're gonna forever be the footstool. Forever be the footstool. I pass it.
Yeah. Let's pass it around a little bit. I think before I let Reggie go, Mr. C, did you? Yeah, go ahead, Mr. C. I think he disagreed a little bit. I saw him shaking his head early. Go ahead, Mr. C. And then we're gonna and after that we're gonna let one of the ladies speak and then go to Reggie. I'm gonna make sure I keep these ladies involved in this conversation. Respect. Because they did bring it to the forefront. Go ahead, Mr. C. Unmute your mic, my brother. Matter of fact, you're good right now. Go ahead.
I'm good.
Yep, go ahead.
All right, this is what we got to do. It's no reprogramming. We too far gone. Get your own squad. The same way how I'm subscribed to this channel. Get your own squad and build like that. All that trying to wake 1,000 people up at the same time is not happening. Because I'm getting the house that weekend at Bernie's. That's where you're gonna catch me at. And my team, we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there. All that it's too far gone. Dudes, we too far gone. It's never gonna happen. It's too many people that's getting a check out of being gatekeepers. They into the church. You can't tell them nothing about their pastor. And the church thing is old. I don't want to talk that church talk, but it's like people gonna be what they're gonna be, man. A lot of people, grandfathers and grandmoms is Eastern Stars and Masons. They're not going against the code. That's how they got them good jobs. All them HBCUs, they kicking off. They plugged in. You ain't waking them up. They ain't everything we talking about right now. They ain't trying to hear it. They get they check. I'm chilling. I got my good job. You know how many of my homies that CEOs and work for the city? They regular, right? The second they got that job, they acted brand new. You can't pay them to take that uniform off. You got off work 5 hours ago and you still got that damn uniform on.
Hey, nigga, what?
No, I'm dead up like
that's crazy.
You got off work 5 hours ago and you still got that uniform on.
Go take a bath, homie. Take that shit off.
Yeah, like you too far gone. I can't wake you up. So, like I'm saying, I'm gonna send you the invite. I'm at the beach. I'm at the beach house. Anybody want to come to the beach house? Come fuck with me. All that waking everybody up. Yeah, we is going. I'm gonna get my group of people that rock how I rock. It could be 150 of us. 150 is way more stronger than 1,000. And we gonna get money. We gonna eat. All that other shit, I ain't with it. I'm done. I'm burnt out. I done did all this. I got over 10 years in of doing this. It's going nowhere. I'm building my own team. Meet us at the beach. We at the beach. Somebody else take the floor.
Shit, what beach you on? You on the East Coast, West Coast? Shit, I'm gonna pull up. Fuck it. What's the deal?
I'm on the East. Yeah,
I'm email me, man.
I mean, they did the weekend at Bernie's house in South Carolina. It was at that beach house. So I'm gonna go Maryland, then I'm gonna go South Carolina. I'm gonna buy their house, and then we're gonna get money and we're gonna get out the way.
Well, look, I'm in Atlanta, South Carolina, ain't too far, and King Dro, my cousin right there, already know how we do up in Baltimore, man. Like it's nothing. Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, drop that email in the link.
It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen right now. It's at the bottom of the screen scrolling, and it's in the description block of
the bag. The bag, video. I ain't lying. The bag is there. It's there. We gotta get some more though.
Oh yeah. And the Cash App is at the bottom too, homie. If you want to,
I ain't mad at you. Salute.
The Cash App is scrolling. Marq Nash. But look, go ahead, Reggie. And let's let one of the sisters get back on. Matter of fact, I think a girl behind the mic wants to get in. Go ahead. I see you on mute. Go ahead, sis.
All right. So obviously, I know I'm not going to have the world's most popular opinion, but I shall speak. And like I always say on this show, it may be for somebody that's listening to this show. And so here's the thing. The problem from my observation and my opinion with the Black community, and not putting everybody in the same category, but let's put air quotes when we start talking about a Black community, is what I have come to notice is that it's always ridiculed with a lot of justifications and excuses to the reasons why we cannot progress further. I grew up in a household where a father blamed the white man for everything. I grew up in the same household where people talked about the white man this, the white man that, the oppression. I didn't grow up with affluence. I didn't grow up with the silver spoon. But you know, when we talk about the traumas of our foremothers and forefathers, this generations coming forward need to take a note, a handbook, a chapter, a paragraph, and decide to recreate something different from our foremothers and forefathers. Am I saying that life is easy as a Black person? No. Am I naive to injustices? No, never that. But what I'm saying is, in my growing up, I was the type of person, and I'm not here to tell you the whole entire story, but I was the type of person that saw everything that my parents did. They were not the most financially literate people and all this other stuff. And I decided when I grew up, I started working when I was 16. I took myself to vocational school. I bus tables. Y'all have heard that conversation before. Nobody ever paid for anything I've ever had since I was 16. At 21, I was making my first six-figure income. And no, the white man didn't let me have it or make me have it. I just, you know, you do what you got to do to get to the places you want to get to. And when I was in my career, I had young Black girls working there that I wanted to show them the ropes. Come make this money with me. All you got to do is get these certificates, do this, do that. But do you think they were interested? And these were single mothers. So sometimes some people are just not ready, and that may be our community. At 25, I built my first house with my own hands, with my own cash, 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. I had driven 4 luxury cars. These are all materialistic things, right? But I'm just saying that I have never been one for excuses and justifications to a system. I know we're in a system. I know the system is not going to always give me what I need or when I need it, but I learned to take it. I learned to take it. Is it easy? I live in Missouri. I have been told by white people, white patients, they don't want me to touch them. At 35, I retired myself. And I'm trying to figure life out now. And now I'm not here to brag and do all this. I'm just here to say, yes, I'm in the system too. But if I believe that the system is holding me down, I will never amount to what I want. I'll never get that house with the tarmac and my Cessna to park. So I just take what I want. Is it a perfect world? No. Trust and believe I've been passed on promotions. Trust and believe I've seen the little young white whippersnappers coming with no background or no clinical experience get the promotion and everything like that. But I kept going. I'm not here to give you a heroic speech, but I'm just saying my standing point in 2021, F the system.
She dropped the mic. You hear me? For real, for real.
Cooking, yeah, she was cooking.
Real talk.
I want to say something real quick. As opposed to our forefathers and foremothers, do we have it relatively a lot easier than they had it 4, 3, 2, 100 years ago?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
How we know?
Extremely easy.
Hey,
How we know?
Can you walk up the street and a cracker shoot you in the head for no reason?
Man, you think they was the only ones busting ass?
I'm just saying. Do you have it relatively easy than 200-300 years ago?
Relatively speaking, yes.
Bro.
Okay.
Bro.
But
we
that
was the ones
actual
that had them sticks. We had all that. We the movers, brother. So
here we go.
we've been have firepower.
Regardless of whatever you want to label yourself.
No, we talking about that fire.
Let's stick in current context of life.
Now you don't know who invented a motherfucking thing. Even the big ass cannonball, that freed these motherfuckers and all that. Man, we brought all that to America.
Yeah, I mean, say I agree with you. I agree with you.
We've been busting ass. So what were we doing 400 years ago getting shot at? Now we was shooting. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, not over here. We wasn't shooting shit over here.
Yeah, believe that bullshit if you want it. You believe that bullshit.
All I'm saying is today, what history shows, we eventually lost. We may have started off shooting, but we didn't end up shooting.
History is lies.
Bro, who is the we?
I'm talking about.
man for that.
Oh man, hey, let's get back on topic, man.
Yeah, I'm finna say because that's a circly semantic conversation I'm not finna have. But what I am finna say is that if we speaking on personal gain, I can talk.
No, we ain't talking about no prayer. I'm talking about bro.
No. I'm speaking about what Queen P said. I'm speaking about what Queen B said. I'm not talking about Moors and all of that. That's history. I understand that. That's history that ain't helping us today. That's all I'm saying. That's history.
No, anything you don't know hurts you right now.
No, you're right, but that's history that's not helping us today. Is what I'm saying,
bro.
Those of us who know, there's too few.
If it ain't helping you, it's hurting you.
What I'm saying, there's too few of us that know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's facts.
There's too few of us that don't know. I mean, that know, and too many that do not know. But what I'm saying is, we talking about the black community. We're not talking about our personal life. If that's the case, damn the beach. I'm already there. But I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the collective. Because there's more people that are in a worse condition than me. There's more people that are in worse conditions than we that's on this hookup. So I'm not necessarily talking about us in general. We talking about, the places that we don't frequent like we used to. But niggas is doing stupid shit round the clock. Them places that exist a couple steps over from where we live now. We're talking about that place where it's more of our people still there than where we're currently at. How do we help them? Because I'm real with you. If we ain't interested in helping them, we don't need to have this conversation,
bro.
No, I'm speaking towards the principle. D, if you see what I'm doing, I'm playing devil's advocate, bro. Like,
Megazord, I heard you, but you got to pass it a little bit right there, because especially when you do that break right there. Let him reply.
All right.
Now I just want to start him back up, because I'm finna say though, like I just want to ask him, who run the world right now in the state it's in? Who runs the world?
Gotta let him answer. Go ahead, Megazord. Go ahead.
You're asking me who run the world?
He's talking to you.
The Caucasian run the world.
So you mean plain Jane that Caucasian, or you want to be more specific?
No, do you want me to get into the certain banking families and all of that?
No, the Jews run the world, right?
I mean, but they're banking families too, though. Like the specific banking.
Yeah,
families.
I mean, we can get into that. I mean, you said Caucasian.
That's why I was asking you if you wanted me to go there, but of course we know they run them. Come on, bro.
That's the whole
point. Let me add to this.
No, hold on, Reggie. What I'm saying is,
and after that, you gotta because y'all going back and forth.
Go ahead.
No, say it, but understand this, my brother, and I ain't trying to be rude. You guys are going back and forth with a loaded panel, like, and y'all are going.
Bro, y'all did that already, though. I know,
my brother. That don't make it right. That don't make it right. I'm just saying.
But I ain't,
stop out, nigga. Shit, just let them say what you guys say. And let that man speak. You know
bro,
what I'm
saying? I can't think like that. What you just did.
Sometimes we got pencils and paper. Write it down. But you hold up. That man went on a long soliloquy. You said, hey, let me ask him a question. He answered the question. And y'all want you. At what point does somebody else get to get in? That's all I'm saying, my brother. At what point?
No, it's Reggie. It's Reggie's floor, bro.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be fair, my brother. That's it.
Yeah, Reggie
we got to let the sister speak too. My cousin Dro wants to speak.
So what point did I get to? Only thing I even had to answer my own damn question. I said it's the Jew, and then you shut me down.
What you ain't got to ask no. A lot of people do this too. When they got the flow, I noticed this with panels. People like, let me ask a question.
Wasting time, brother.
No. People want to do that. Get your bars off instead of passing the mic back to a person. Just to reply to your own question, like you said, just say.
Bro, we never gonna get nowhere. That's why niggas don't know shit. Somebody went to sleep in that little bit of time, brother.
No, my brother. No, I know what I'm doing. It don't look like I know what I'm doing to you, but I know what I'm doing. That's why I'm doing it.
Bro, I swear to God, I know what the fuck I'm doing.
And I didn't say you
talking about. No, I'm talking about what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this conversation.
Okay, what my brother?
I don't think you qualify. I really don't think you qualified,
my brother. Maybe I'm not qualified. That's why.
No, but you're a great host. You're a great host, brother.
And I'm trying to do my job, my brother. Let me do it then.
I'm trying to do me. I got you.
Yeah. And you can do you, but let me host the show. Go ahead, Reggie, and we'll give it right back to you, Calico. Let the other people speak. And you know what? We got a clock for this. Do y'all want the clock? We can put the shot clock up.
No, I don't even need a clock. I want to answer that question they went over. Who rules the world is who's the most effective at it. and pretty slowly, y'all say white folks, and pretty slowly they gonna lose that shit because the Chinese have got very effective on their ass. But also back to this thing about we can't compete in the system. I want to go back to Brandon, and I think Megazord was saying we can't compete in a system that wasn't designed for it. That's old adage bullshit, and that's kind of surrendering type bullshit. If you don't feel like you can't compete, you should go find a rope in the closet, find a hook to hang it on, and jump up off of a chair. If you feel as if you can't compete within the system, there are many people entering the system who can compete in it. Many of us who have tried to move over into different fields tend to find ourselves as the only ones applying for that shit. We have several black billionaires. Every wealthy person doesn't come out the entertaining world that is black. It just so happens, since we don't see them on TV, we think they don't exist. We don't think people in high fields of high Fortune 500 fields don't exist within these fields. There may not be a lot of them because they may be one of only 10,000 that apply for that shit. Like I say, I got a brother who's my brother-in-law who's a top biochemist in this country. And the reason why I don't listen to people when they talk about the jab and all that stuff. But people think like
put the clock. It just started the clock at 2 minutes right
now. It ain't about to go long. People like Calico and them think people like that don't exist because they don't see them on TV. We can compete. It takes for us to educate ourselves, regardless of what you want to be labeled, more ancient Hebrew and all this other stuff. You still got to learn how to compete in a modernized world, a digital world, in an advancing world. And black folks can compete in it. Black folks can go in advancing. I hear black folks talk about cryptocurrency all day. A lot of them with misinformation, but if you took the time to learn it, you would advance in it. But that's my quick close.
Nah, it won't quick, homie. Yeah. It won't quick.
Took enough time to answer that question.
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. Look, Calico. I like the guy. I'm interested in why he telling me I'm not qualified to talk about black people, but I agree with you though, Calico, on one thing. We do need the shot clock. So I'll put the shot clock up and we can have fun with that. Go ahead, Calico. You got the floor, my brother. And I call you my brother because I got love for you, even though you have called me Toby several times.
Man,
it don't hurt my feelings.
You, my brother, man. Come on,
I've been called worse by better people, respectfully.
If that's the case, what I'm saying, who is the who's the brother at the top? Megazord?
Yeah, that's Megazord right above you.
Yeah, because that's what I was asking when I was saying that we know who so-called, run the world. And I don't just mean yeah. Like I was saying, when I was talking about who run the world, the so-called Jew or whatever, I didn't just mean particularly the group that so-called went through the Holocaust, but, Jewish people, around the world, which I don't think many really understand. They are around the world and they don't all look pale as hell. You got Asian Jews, you got every, all kind of Jews. And these people representing being Jews or Jewish, that royal blood they claiming, they are saying that they have a little bit of a real Jew in them. You feel me there? And we should all know that is a melanated person. So obviously it is still a group of, Moors, black half people, whatever you want to call us, even though they wouldn't, go by that. What I'm saying is some dark-skinned people that's been, lessened in their bloodline. They have these different, Jewish people stemming from them, and they claiming they royal blood just because they got a little bit of that person's blood. So what I'm basically saying, it's niggas at the top of all that shit. We just not related to them niggas. You feel me? They done basically, a lot of them been whited out. Some of these bloodlines been whited out. But still, what I'm saying is they wouldn't even be who they claim to be if it wasn't for black blood or so-called black blood. So it's still a group of them there in the midst of all of that. We just don't know. That's what we call the elite. We'll never know what nigga it is at the top, but they there. Trust me.
For sure. All right, 90 seconds. I thought 90 seconds was fair. Y'all want to pass it around? Anybody else? Go ahead, my sister, Virgo Queen. Go ahead. You want to reply? Do you agree? You disagree with the brothers? Did you catch any of that?
I mean, let me see. I agree with
Okay, well, hold on. Let me set the clock for you.
The point. I get it.
Let me set the clock for you. I'll mute your mic. There you go. There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, basically, I definitely agree with what everybody was saying from their own standpoint. I mean, I get it. Um, I guess what I was saying as far as a culture, you see what I mean? So it's not like, oh, we out here trying to make excuses, just more so like we're still mentally destroyed at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? As a culture, you get what I'm saying? Like, for example, look, we still, let me see, how can I put this? We still living 100 years behind. You got the Chinese people out here about to build their own moon. You still got white people over here looking at, they about to build on Mars, right? The Spanish doing their own thing, and then you got us, right? We still being hypnotized by shiny things, right?
Go
So
ahead. We're
that's what
listening.
I was
Go ahead.
meaning by, how far behind we are in life is what I mean. Too many of us. And I agree with the other dude when he was saying a lot of us are just too far gone to try to wake up. I think it's just pretty much done at that point. Like it's over. You see what I mean? Like we done. Like as a culture, and they're trying to like go and just wake people up. Them days is over with. I think the last time like people actually really tried that was like maybe the 90s, but then that was like it. If it didn't work then, it's just not gonna work now. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say.
All right. Nah, it's okay. And when it's done, it's done. You ain't gotta
Mhm.
talk the whole time. Like if you made your point, you made your point. It's all love, my sister. It's no pressure.
Right.
Anybody want to reply to her? You agree, disagree? And the question I got right here on the screen, I don't know if anybody addressed it. Did hip hop help or hurt the community? Does
It
anybody want to
hurt.
speak?
Man,
It hurt.
it's one or two.
It hurt.
You said you said it hurt. I heard that Reggie. You said it's one of two.
Yeah, because at some level, but I think maybe I have to agree with it did hurt because at some level it did become the overlap, the positivity that was brought into hip hop. I think hip hop became one of the last vestiges of hope when with the move, with the push of the black movement. Because I remember in the '90s with the Brand Nubian, Grand Poobah, and all them, they
Hold on, I
pushed.
gotta hit the clock on you, Reggie. But look, if I don't hit the clock on
Hit
you
that
guys, just
goddamn
know
clock.
yeah, okay, yeah, go ahead, go ahead. When I hit the clock on you, got to unmute yourself. It automatically mutes everybody. So unmute
Oh,
yourself when that clock starts.
yeah. So the Brand Nubians, you had this push, the tribe, and all that. That was like one of the real last black pushes of this kind of pride movement, which we began to lose around the '80s and stuff. So the '90s kind of pushed that, but then you had this new injection of hip hop, which the industry pushed because the industry also saw the shifts and changes in society. We can't ignore that the fact that it ain't just the hip hop industry able to push shit up on us and the white folks doing this and that. Y'all give too much power to white folks. What they have to look at is what
Who
is
is
the
y'all?
move.
Who is y'all?
No, I mean black folks who push that shit. The white folks doing this and the Illuminati and all that. Like, no, when they look at what's happening in market shifts, that's what they're gonna push with. A lot of this shit starts in our communities, and it just so happens that people are there to prospect what the hell is going on, and they find these gold mines of saying, "Oh, there's this huge shift going on within these communities. They're dumbing the fuck down. Let's walk into the schools. What is going on? They're not learning shit. Their vocabulary is lessening. This is what they're listening to. Blibbly blue blue blah blah. Doobity doo. And beating drums behind it. Let's push this shit. And this is what everybody's shaking their ass to. So they push it. They put money behind it. So you're gonna put money behind shit that's gonna sell. I don't think people are that zombie like to where a white fucking executive can say this is what we're pushing out there and this is what they're gonna buy. No, when people here have a ear for the sound, that's what they rock with. But I'll shift my agreement a little bit and say, yeah, hip hop has destroyed our community.
Anybody who want to reply to that? Calico, you got something for me? Got a rebuttal? D Calico, if you're talking, okay, I think Mega. Okay, Mega's. You said no.
No, I can't disagree that hip hop done
Go ahead. Let me set the clock. Go ahead. 90 seconds.
I mean, I ain't got nothing.
Unmute.
No, I ain't really got nothing big to say about it. But I definitely agree that hip hop has it ain't really done nothing. It is fattened a few pockets. You know what I mean? So nah, it ain't done nothing. And it actually gave a lot of the wrong people some power. You feel me? Just show you how a nigga act. You know what I'm saying? Like you would think when the rabbit get the gun, they'll go chase, Elmer Fudd. But nah, they chasing the rabbits. You feel me? And they know me. I be in that rabbit hole. You feel me? I be on that woke stuff compared to, some of my brothers out there, Reggie. You know what I'm saying? I'm just fucking with y'all. I ain't really I ain't got nothing much to say about that.
Man, I fuck with you, man. But whatever you want to say, we're gonna take the time to listen to you because I respect your time, I respect your mind, and I respect your energy. Megazord, talk to me. You are an MC. You are MC just like Calico. But he has to admit, for him, hip hop hurt the community. Go ahead. You unmute your mic. Let me know. Hip hop hurt or help the community?
It did both, but there's more years of hip hop hurting our community. Early when it was in the hands of us, when it was a block thing, when it was a culture that we started, in our cities, it was more help. Even though it was a hurt element in that also, but I would say it was more hurt. Once it became like one of the sisters said, once it became hijacked, it definitely did more harm than it did good. The collateral damage that it's caused throughout the years is mind-blowing in its effects. And we went from glorifying selling drugs that destroy our community to being on drugs that destroy us as human beings. So the collateral damage that is done is you can't really argue against the hurt. I've got some light out of it, but even then, like even when I was at my ignorant, I was bumping shit to fuel my ignorance. So hip hop has been hijacked, it's been weaponized, and it's been used as a tool to help fuel the prison industrial complex. And that's the truth. That's the truth. So yeah, man, it's it's hurt us. It's hurt us.
Okay. Girl behind. We got Megazord, Calico. We got. Did we get the ladies' take on this? Let me get one of the ladies. We'll go to Todd, then we'll go to another one of the ladies. Let's go to girl behind the mic. Girl behind the mic. In your opinion, because it's an opinion question. There's no right or wrong answer, and nobody's gonna beat you up. You don't have to go along to get along over here. Did hip hop hurt or help the community in your opinion? I'm gonna start the timer. Unmute your mic once you see it on the screen. There you go. Unmute.
All right. So I think it helped and hurt. It helped. Okay, so I feel like it helped change a lot of lives. People that necessarily didn't grow up with, like I like listening to the stories of like Nas and people that made it, from that, even Jay-Z and so forth. But it also hurt because even the value that was put on their talents would not have been surmountable to what they would have individually made had they put themselves out and if it was all 100% them. So it kind of hurt in that fact, but this is the way I look at it. Whether or not, if we gave consent, it was going to be used, it was going to be taken for something else. So at least people got some kind of pay from it, even though a lot of artists from back in the day got robbed. But that's the way I look at it, 50-50.
All right, go ahead, Todd. Matter of fact, let me reset the time. Todd, talk to me. Unmute your mic.
Yeah.
All right.
What's up?
All right. Look. So you got an opinion on this topic? Did hip hop hurt or help the community?
I think it did a little bit of both, like the panel.
Hold on. Let me start the timer. As soon as I start this timer, unmute your mic. Let's get it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with the panel. It went in both ways. Me myself, I'm more of a 70s, 80s, R&B type of guy. You got to look at like the music that the musicians were making then and the transition to the music that we're making now. There was a big shift. Like I can't even listen to that music. The music is just so fucking shitty. But you know, with the influx of the drugs and guns in the community, it played a part. It fueled that. It fueled the homicides and the black on black crime in the community. So it definitely played a part in the destruction of the black race. So I kind of agree with what everybody else is saying.
All right, fair enough.
But
Fair
yeah,
enough.
that's it for me.
Fair enough. Let's go to the other sister queen, Virgo Queen. Talk to me. Go ahead.
Listen, here's my thing. I think with us, with most black people, we love our own poison. We love what poison us, and that we got to get out of that. Everything that poison us, we love. So it's like that's why we so deep down. This is the reason why our mental, we just really I'm sorry, I'm really nervous. It's like I don't have my words together right now
Take your
because I've
time.
never done this
Take your
before.
time. That's why I let you go last. That's why I wanted you to go
It's
last.
just the fact that
I'll turn the clock off. Go ahead. Go ahead. Take your time.
I'm sorry. It's just the fact that like I said, we love our poison. And like I said earlier, it's like the same thing goes like with the black woman, you know what I'm saying? It's like we put ourselves, we're just black people, we put ourselves in the same environment that's killing us. Right? Like for example, like I said earlier, it's just I don't know. I can't right now.
It's all right. That's all right.
It's really because it's like it's so much, and I talk about this every single day. So it's like it's so much, and it's like I don't know. I'm just really nervous. Like I said, I've never been on here, but yeah, that's just what it is. We just too far gone, you know. And I feel like there's a good percentage of black people that's out here, you know, doing good, but as a culture, we just too far gone. I mean, we're so far gone that we got to sit here and talk about how far gone we are. So that should just tell you right there that it's something's just not right. You know, the Spanish, the white, nobody else they don't do things like this because it's like, yeah, it's things going on with them, but it's like more so 80-20. You know, it's always a small percentage because the difference between us is them is they actually put down their trash. We lift ours up. That's the difference between them and us. So when everybody, other races go do it, they do this and that too. But it's like, with us, it's majority though. Like we actually support and lift up our black trash. We live by these no snitch codes. We love living the way we live. And how we are, it's not normal. It's not. It's like I don't see how somebody can just like see this nigga shoot a child and then go sleep with him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how far gone we are. And we to the point now where like how we said earlier, how most black women got molested. Yeah, that is true. Because you know why? We don't even know how to protect our own children anymore. Like off of some dick, we would put our children in harm's way. Because of the love we never felt growing up. Because like majority, I'm not saying, of course, you got a lot of black people that have been in two-parent households, but let's be real. Most of us have not though. Like, let's really be real. Most black people is not from two-parent households. They from single mother homes. And that single strong woman, black woman shit, that destroyed us. And then now we feel like, we need now they made it to where it's like, they think they deserve a reward for this. Like, this is a good thing. Like, no, being a single mom is not a good thing. Like, everybody else is laughing at us. Oh, I'm a single, strong black mom. Like, that's not cool.
It's a survival thing.
Right, because that's how we was raised though. That's the thing. We was raised like that. We was raised to be baby moms. We wasn't raised to be wives. That's why most of us is not married. Because we was only raised to just be baby moms. It's like almost black women. Not all, I'm not saying all. I know I'm not saying every black woman, but a lot of black women just, what else do we, do they have to offer? That's why a lot of them be single with like 8, 9 kids, and then like that's it. Then they like, oh, I need this in a man and this and that.
Right.
But then it's like you got 5, 6, 7 different baby
Right.
daddies, and then now what?
Right.
Then
Let's pass.
like I'm confused.
Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I got a call. 205. You on the line? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Mark, this is Magneto in the chat, man.
My brother, what's up, Magneto? Thanks for being a new subscriber, bro.
I've been around for a couple of weeks, man. I've just been in the shadows, just listening. That's all, man.
Appreciate it, man. Give me your take on this topic. What sparked your interest to make you call? I'm gonna put 2 minutes on the clock for you. All right.
I just want to just give a comment about what I was saying earlier in the chat about the systematics, the differences between the Black community and other cultures. The Black community, I feel like, versus other cultures, we don't take care of our own the way other cultures do. For example, you could be in a suburban area with predominantly like a lot of white people. White people, they have car washes, they have fundraisers, they have
garage sales.
They're right.
Girl
they have
Scout
a lot
cookies,
of things.
all kind of shit.
I
got you.
They raise money, donate to their elementary schools for books, computers, clothes, uniforms. They take care of their own. They do their taxes different than how we do as a culture. Black people, we just try to get our, we have one person that might come out of the neighborhood and we expect them to save everybody. We don't have as many opportunities as another culture has, preferably the white culture, I'd say. So it makes it a little bit harder over a period of time as time goes on, 5, 10, 20 years. Every 4 years, we have a new president with new laws. They create these laws against us. These laws come into play after we've been penalized behind these laws, like marijuana laws. People have went to jail behind marijuana. Now, when it's good for the other cultures to make a profit off of it, it gets to be legal. But, people have already served time and been behind the 8 ball for 10, 20 years, lost their family, lost their time. Now they got a record.
Right.
So it's a lot of odds stacked against us before we even come out with a victory.
For sure.
So that's just my opinion on that.
Look, your opinion matters, and I'm glad you called in, brother. Look, man, if you want to get involved in more in the conversation, click the link, join the panel, and I promise you we'll make sure you get another round. But you are more than welcome to call back as well.
All right, thank you,
my brother. Thank you so much, man. You're part of the family, man. Hey, man, look, the neighborhood is growing. I call y'all my neighbors because you are my neighbor, and I got love for you. We don't have to agree, but we gotta agree on respect. I'll tell you all the time, respect is free. Disrespect can cost you everything, homie. Like give people the free respect, because once you start disrespecting people, man, you can lose everything, man. Yeah, let's pass it back around. Calico, I saw you in the chat, man. Calico cooking in the chat. Speak on some of those things that you're saying that you agree and disagree with, my brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, as far as concerning the art, we can't blame the easel or the paint or the brushes, but it's the artist. And deeper than that, it's the execs, that got the carrot that they dangling in front of them. If you want to be an artist, what it takes, you feel me? And it's taking trash music. They take trash music, number one. You feel me? You have to be preaching deaf culture. You feel me? If you're not preaching deaf culture, you'll never make it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
does Kendrick Lamar preach death culture or Drake?
Huh?
Does Drake, Kendrick Lamar, like
do you? I mean,
does J.
Kendrick
Cole
Lamar.
or Wale, do they preach? I'm just asking.
So basically, I guess you don't.
I'm just being objective. I'm being
You
objective.
already know, like an exception to the rule, but I can't even give them a whole lot of credit. I mean, they all right though. I guess J. Cole, you feel me? Kendrick Lamar straight. You feel me? But who knows what they did or how what it took, because it
Little
wasn't
Brother.
just,
What about Little Brother?
it wasn't just their skills, huh?
Because like when you say it's an exception to the rule, you can keep
That means 100 for every one of him is 100 worse. You know what I'm saying? That's really taking our people down. So it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter if they let 1 in, 2 in, 3, whatever you got the name. That's only a few. And compare that pales in comparison. So I wouldn't even do that.
But I just feel like it's a market out there for it, and it's an audience for it. It's just sometimes it might not be on your radio. It ain't on your TV.
This ain't by accident. This ain't nothing by accident. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you understand how propaganda works, you feel me? Don't be scared to watch it.
And promotional things work too, and marketing and promotion.
Propaganda. Well, you calling it sweeter words, but it's still propaganda. You know what I'm saying? They're propagating the worst of the worst things to our people. That's just it.
Fair enough. Anybody want to agree, disagree with what the brother said right here? He called it propaganda. I call it marketing and promotion. Like, I know how to put this right in your face so you can't miss it. But it's other shit. Like, for every Cardi B, it's a whole bunch of Raspidies out there, bro. You just don't look for them. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
Yeah, I agree more with what you're saying. I agree with Calico is saying, but it's all marketing and promotion. These are businesses that they're running. They have to push what sells. And when you stack it up against what's out there in the market, this is the way the world of business works, and the way capitalism and the free market works. The market dictates what happens. The market dictates pricing. The market dictates sales. So that's what they move with. And then a lot of times when we say what the industry's doing, have you ever listened to your local music scene? Have you listened to the local rap scene? A lot of what comes out the industry is cleaned up from what's hot in the streets. I listen to a lot what comes out of the LA local scene, even though we have, multiple variations of what a LA sound sounds like. The LA sound has really kind of transitioned. It makes a huge transition, but a lot of what comes out of the LA rap scene is mobile down, and it's a lot of violent shit in that shit. And I hear that through all markets. You think you listen to Chicago? Chicago got a damn drill market, which is really a local scene market, which really hasn't deeply penetrated through the industry, even though it has made its way up there. The local markets is where these industries dictated. Now they got to find a way. How do we dress it up and really try to bring it into a international market front to where we can capitalize off of it? So it ain't so much of just the industry. They follow like you said, the trends in marketing. That's what they have to follow. And a little bit on what Baby Girl was bringing up about the women who push this independent talk about raising kids. A lot of that you got to also look at with a lot of that comes from the defiance of a lot of these young girls who have watched their grandmothers and mothers put up with a lot of shit. And as they begin to kind of come into their adolescence and maturity in those stages where they're going through hormonal reproductive stages, to where they like, I ain't gonna put up with no shit from no man because of what they watch. This is the recycling or the repetitive conditioning, like breaking conditionings that we have seen. A lot of times we treat our women like shit, and it's led into this current state of shit. So we got to balance shit out on both ends, because in the same light, we treat women like shit. Even with me.
But why though, Reggie? I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm trying.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. But why? Isn't it conditions that we're trained upon and things like that? Like these things, like we grow up seeing it. We grew up seeing it on TV. The black woman often being the maid, not the woman married. Like it took shit like Good Times. I mean, not Good Times. Like when did we start seeing black women like no Cosby? Yeah, she was working, but Florida Evans was just a rich ass housewife. Remember that she moved on up. She had a maid. We didn't see the black woman having a maid and having a black maid at that. Harriet Winslow worked the elevator. You get what I'm saying? They did the
Great.
spinoff for you know what I'm saying. But so it happened before the Cosbys, but prior to the Cosbys, you just didn't see. Am I babbling? Am I making sense here? Like
No,
this
no,
is
you
what's put in
spend it.
front of you.
But no, you're spending it off of what we see depicted in television. I'm speaking
Absolutely,
about what
tell
I'm.
you a
But no,
vision.
but listen,
Look at
I'm
hold on,
speaking
hold
of.
on. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
gotta
go.
look. I don't want Calico to call me a Toby. I heard him say exactly, Mark. So I'm gonna try to keep him waving his pom poms for a minute. My brother Reggie, you the homie, but Reggie, it's an image. Like, how about this? And I'm gonna say this in 30 seconds. I don't need the clock for this. Reggie, true or false? Once you meet somebody, look, matter of fact, I ain't even gotta say true or false. I'm gonna just say this, my opinion. Everybody who I know who's like a lawyer or a doctor is very few and far in between where I meet somebody where they the first and one. And every now and then you'll meet the first one. But a lot of times, people when they become lawyers, it's because your grandfather was a lawyer, or your dad, or your uncle. Like once you know where you came from, you know what you're capable of. Like a guy who was okay, your dad was in the NBA, now you know you can do it. Look, that's part of the reason why I'm doing this No Shave November. I saw a picture with my daddy with a full beard. I was like, I didn't even know us Nash men could do this. You get what I'm saying? I didn't think I could even grow a beard. So I'm gonna leave this shit alone for once you know where you came from. And I think not to make this too deep, but fuck it. We already here, right? We already at the bottom of the ocean with this topic. My brother, I think once you one of the worst things that was ever done to black people in this country was stripping you of your history, your language, and knowing where you came from. People tell you go back to your country, like, nah, nigga, I'm here. My family fought in more wars in this country than Donald Trump's family. What you mean? You know what I'm saying? Like we got y'all names. Like we got names of the forefather. My name is Jefferson. Your name is Witchenheimer or Rothstein or Rittenberg or Ritten. You get what I'm saying? Like we got those names from the original people that y'all say came over here, but some of us were already here too. And I think that's the biggest thing because we don't know who was here, who wasn't here. Where did you come from? Did you come from here? Did you come from the Ivory Coast? Like wherever. Like, and I think once you strip a person of their language, their culture, like man, damage has already been done. I don't want to say you are destroyed mentally, but you definitely are damaged culturally. And I think that's the thing that our Asian brothers and sisters, our Hispanic brothers and sisters have a one up on us because look, they ride together, whether it's Dominican, Mexican, Colombia, yeah. But we still got this Spanish language that we can, even though it's broken, sometimes it don't transfer exactly, but nah, but you one of us. You're Spaniard, you're Spanish, you're Latino. Like they got their own thing sometimes. But us being black folks, y'all know how we do. Shit, you look like me, cuz shit, you one of us. And we let them be one of us. And they are one of us. But at any given moment, they're gonna let you know I'm Latino, homie. I'm babbling. I said 30 seconds, so I went too long. But go ahead.
Goddamn, Mark. No, I'm just playing. But
Yeah.
no, you're speaking from the presentation or positive images from TV, and that's understood. But a lot of what came up where you had in the early 80s, where you began to have the kind of teenage mother syndrome, and a lot of these young women getting off with certain guys who can provide the materialized things. These women think in terms of like their grandmother to look for a husband or whatnot because of what they seen their not even their grandmothers, but maybe their mothers or even their grandmothers endure in the household. Like I said, a lot of dudes, Calico, man, stop being jealous, man. I've barely been talking, dude. A lot of these dudes weren't the greatest of husbands back then. And sometimes a lot of women weren't the greatest of wives. So when you had women who come up under that, seeing that and what they wouldn't endure, you always deal with the teenage person coming into their point in life to where their thing is to especially if they come from a broken internal system, their thing is to rebel against it, to defy it. And a lot of times people don't recognize these challenges or the trauma that these young folks are going to, and they enter this world unprepared. And that's where you get this continuous cycle of single motherhood. They never seen love before. They don't know what love looks like. That's why it's so common for some women to think that for a man to love them is to beat on them. These are the cycles that we have. But I think depiction in television is positive as well. But I think the biggest influence and impact is what happens in the house. But that's my final on that.
Go ahead, Calico. Calico, you capping. It ain't been 5 minutes, nigga.
Man, Calico jealous, man. He gonna talk this more shit. Go ahead.
And if he do, if you want to, it ain't got to be shit, Reg. Let him get his balls.
No. Shit is my word. Shit is my word.
Yeah, I'm fucking with y'all, but y'all know we got y'all already know the sister up here nervous. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, she keeps saying she nervous, but sister, we ain't beating you up. You home. Welcome home. Virgo Queen.
I'm willing to make a wager that was 5 minutes. We could bet on that.
But okay, but I'm gonna just say this: Virgo Queen,
these
anyway, two go edit all the time. They go edit all the time, and Calico go edit with me all the time. But even in his disrespect, he's super respectful. But yeah, he gets super disrespectful. But me, I'm built for this shit. That shit don't hurt my feelings, man. I ain't gonna take his wrench. I ain't gonna time him out for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with the homie. You know what I'm saying? But and if he want to pull up and get this torture, I'll smoke him anytime on any kind of debate. But when he right, he right. You know what I'm saying? And when he's wrong, I'll let him talk and let him put himself in that corner. But the dude be making good points, and Reggie makes good points as well. But we all family and friends over here, and I love these dudes. And believe it or not, they actually care about each other. If I was to call him tomorrow and tell him something terrible happened to Reggie, he's gonna be like, "Wow, that's fucked up." I would never wish that on him. These dudes don't hate each other. They don't want to see nobody.
Reggie is 50% on free throws, man. I'm telling you, Reggie ain't making nothing. To my point.
Them other 50% help you win the game, though. It is.
No, man. He ain't at the free throw line. Come on, man.
She said, Queen P said,
well, my bad. You do.
She said, super respectful to who, Marq Nash? Me.
Hey, Calico, that's 5 minutes already.
Yep. You see how he be wasting his time? Go ahead. But I ain't shut up yet. Go ahead, Calico.
Now that was 30 seconds. I'm saying,
I got a 90-second counter over here. I got a little hour.
Hey, bro, I don't know how to do all that. Walk up to the podium and talk to the city hall. I feel like I'm talking to the city hall. No.
I got you. Let me let Megazar get his last words because he about to leave. And so get your thoughts together. Megazar, give me 60 seconds on the clock. 60 seconds.
Yeah, I was going to say
unmute. 60 seconds. Final thought.
Well, I was going to say to Reggie's point that I am a pillar of my local scene, and there's actually two scenes. It's an alternate scene. It's a skill-driven, skill-based scene, and we actually, have some quality acts. And we also got some acts that rap about drugs and shit, but, you're going to have that. We don't get the looks that the majority get because it's a certain narrative that needs to be ran. My particular rap and the raps of the brothers in my circle, we're not going to rap to get you put in the P-Now system to aid to the prison industrial complex. But some of the mainstream rappers on the street side, they will. So there's always a yin and a yang on both sides and how it's approached. To the industry as a whole, the collateral damage is undeniable. And, like I said, I believe that within the last 100 years, we've had some of the best teachers that any people could have. And we should hold fast to what we've been given because ain't no new answers and ain't no new shit finna drop out the sky. Whatever solution that we can come up with, it's already here within us. So if we don't look within, and we continue to look without, we'll be without. So I'm done with that. I appreciate y'all. Love the panel. And just keep going, Mark. Like I said, I respect and admire your position, your platform, and I understand your assignment, brother. So don't think that people don't. You're a great facilitator, black man. I just wanted to tell you that.
I'm trying, man. I'm learning on the job, homie. Like Calico said, I ain't qualified, but you know what? I'm taking the job, homie. Fuck it. I ain't gonna let nobody else get this job. I need the job, homie. So might not be qualified, but shit, a lot of people won't. And they got their motherfucking job. Some was president. So fuck it. I'm gonna take the job. Love you, Holmes. Hopefully I'll see you on the next episode. God bless you, your family, and I wish you nothing but health, wealth, and prosperity. That's my guy, Megazar, homie. Go ahead, Calico. You got it?
Stop lying on Calico, man. Where you always got
What I say? What I say?
Ain't nothing. It's all
What I
good.
say this time? Because I lie on you all the time. I tell people you the best rapper in the world. I say this nigga gonna go triple platinum. I mean, he got all the I lie on you all the time, but I lie up.
Hey,
but go ahead,
no.
go ahead. Unmute.
I mean, what it is.
You said you needed to get your thoughts together. You was like, man, I ain't want to.
No. I was telling you. I say, I'm not the type to go up there and do a speech in front of the city council and shit. I'm not. If anything, I'm just thinking I should be able to make Reggie try to make sense. You know what I'm saying? If it's possible. You know what I mean?
Clock
or
off.
whoever else.
It's on. Here we go. Clock off. Go ahead.
10 minutes.
Hey, look, Virgo Queen, girl behind the mic. You been here before, right? You know how we do girl behind the mic.
Right.
These dudes be going at it. Some Virgo Queen. This should be entertaining though. You ready, Virgo Queen?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So look, I'm gonna just sit back and watch, and watch how this exchange about to go. Go ahead, Calico and Reggie. We listening.
Nah, because he
get
always
ready to lose your brain cells, and I'll repair them after you talk.
Oh no, he finna destroy your brain cells. I promise you. You feel me? If anything, I'm gonna erase all that school shit that Reggie know that might be in y'all heads. You know what I mean?
All right, well, Calico versus Reggie. Is this round 2 or 3? Because y'all don't win it a couple times. Round 300. Let me hit you.
This is about his 300 defeat. If it's 300,
lies.
All right, well, look, let me hit you with the Jack Johnson bell. Go ahead,
man. Hey, but Reg, I guess you don't even care. Like if a person say this day land, like a person like you don't even care, man. You feel me? Like you so in love with the way the system is, and you just happy. Like I don't get it. Like I guess y'all think black people are gonna be doing better in 50 years. Like if you don't believe in reincarnation and shit, like why do you care that we making a slow, a slow climb to the top, I guess. You feel me? Like, I don't know why that seems so appealing, Rich. You know what I mean? Because it's not going to really happen in your lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Do you believe in reincarnation or something? What you got, avatars? I'm saying what you know about. Trying to see where your head at.
Shit, my head boggled with the crazy shit you just spoke. I mean, I don't get none of the shit you just talked about.
Yeah, I'm saying, but this is our land. You don't, do you think that?
All right, so let's say that. Let's say that. So you're speaking from an indigenous standpoint. Let's say that. What are you doing with this land? What do you do with the land that you are able to accumulate? What are you doing with it?
Bro,
what are you building on it? And listen, some people talk about what they want to do with land.
I didn't say, bro, I ain't talking about getting some money and going down there and paying some taxes on something and purchasing a property. And I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this is our land, all of America. This ain't they shit. They're from Europe, ain't they? I'm talking these people that you always, in support of. They're from Europe, brother. They're not from America. Why we keep including them in our ideas? Like we need to, like that integration shit fucked y'all up, man, and y'all won't let it go. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to go to that, but it's like always gonna be a part of it, because that's what your problem is. Just like you trying to think how you can take care of Uncle Sam. Like, man, I got to help him out in the process. It's like that's what y'all trying to do so bad.
Man, none of that shit you spoke. I mean, I see where you're coming from, but none of it changes anything. You live in this time that we live in until you can change it. But through change, you have to go through gradual.
You think it's impossible?
You got to go through gradual successions of shit. If you're looking to take something back through something, you got to take the little minor steps. Same thing with any war, 20-year wars, 5-year wars. There's small successions that go through it. Any country becoming a dominant power, there's small successions that have to go. You got to take the small successes and continue to grow with them. You can't backtrack with shit. This being your land, it was land loss. Let's talk about what has happened throughout the ancient world since you like going back there. Land has been conquered, land has been gained.
No.
Cultures have been lost. Other influences have come about. That is just a way of life.
Bro,
Even in this, let me finish, Calico. Goddamn.
I'm saying, man, you're gonna keep going back and forth. So I don't understand why you go ahead, finish.
Yeah, but even in this modern age, Black folks have penetrated influence. But do we recognize it? No. We keep losing that shit, letting it go for others to build upon it. Until Black folks start understanding and recognizing gains and losses, we'll continue to move backwards continuously. So, I mean, go ahead.
I mean, why you don't think we understand that? I mean, like for one, you just said we don't understand gains and losses. Like you just swept kicked every Black person and made them bust their head. Like, come on, man. Like we that dumb for real. We don't understand gains and losses. Like you didn't really mean that. I don't know what you mean. Like, because you said it, but I don't really know what you mean because you couldn't have meant that. You know what I'm saying? Do you be hearing yourself? I'm just saying, bro. Like for real. Like I told you, this our land. So guess what? You saying we've been he's been taken and all that. That's like saying a motherfucker. Let's say Richard got 40 acres and a mule, big ass land, and motherfuckers want to do business with you on your land, do a whole contract with you, and then they don't even fulfill the contract, or later on down the line they renege on the contract. Like, how is that defeating you? Or they done oh man, that's took, that was land taken. Like, man, the land has been, no, bro. They ain't fulfill a contract. I would have never let them in my yard, bro. Trust me. Don't think I'm something like, how you let them get in your yard?
Well, then get the blast in their ass.
No, it don't take all that, bro. We can handle, bro. For one, all the tickets are collective anyways. You know what I'm saying? On the same know-how. You feel me? It's really like, what they call it, I forget the name the Masons use, but Hiram or Biff. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been knocked unconscious and we don't even understand this is our house. You feel me? Like, they was literally paying tribute to the Moors. Yeah, that you don't give a fuck. I know you don't give a fuck. Who gives? I know you Black people don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like, when the sister said that about Black people earlier, like, I don't be disagreeing because I be about done with y'all. You feel me? And I love you more than you love yourself. You feel me? The reason I say y'all, because you won't let go of those terms. If I could teach you, I could show you in all law, like, y'all won't even look up the Christian Black codes. You don't know what the Black codes are. You don't care because you want to fall under that because you're agreeing to be Black.
Also, I need to change the term to be recognized by you. But if I change the term, I change the term. Let me say this.
You gotta know what is the term, and then don't fall in those categories. Yes.
Let me say how foolish this shit is that y'all caught up on. So I can start saying just to trick you. Oh, I'm a Moor. Yeah, I'm a Moor, but my functions in life. But listen, my functions in life remain the same. I continuously operate the same way I operate as calling myself a Black man, but to term myself as a Moor, but changing nothing about me. Those labels don't matter to me.
So
look, my actions in life. Let me tell you. Let me tell you, bro.
Oh, your life is just the same.
No, let me tell you where y'all get caught up in the irrelevant.
Like, you should call yourself a nigga.
Let me say this, homie, because I know it pains you.
No,
so I can change this term that you want to be recognized as, because y'all get caught up in one thing and can't move forward with shit. Y'all got to do one thing at a time. So I change the terminology of a label, and I start calling myself a Moor. But my functions in life remain the same because I do shit the right way. I do shit positive. I don't go to jail. Don't fuck up my community. I don't do none of that. But I also go about pursuing shit to try to get into the shit that's advancing the world. Also being a positive influence for young folks, for my kids, advancing them and what is the advanced shit in today's world. What does that change? It doesn't change anything. I am a person. Shit is based on my actions.
Bro, shit. Shush, man, bro. Come on, man.
Let me hear your boneheaded shit. Let me hear your boneheaded dumb shit. Go ahead.
Do you think Prince Harry?
Wait, let me say this.
No, do you think Prince Harry can say the dumb shit you said? Do you think Prince Harry? Do you think Prince Harry would say the dumb shit you just said? Like, you know, like talking all that by him being a person is all that truly matters. Like you on that civil rights movement ass bullshit. Like you done took the blue pill, bro, and you don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
What is the blue pill? I don't do drugs, so you got to explain it.
Yeah, you know what the blue pill is.
No, I don't.
You know,
I hear that shit
you
said all
watched
the
the
time.
movie. It's called The Matrix. You've watched the movie, brother. You just don't pay attention to shit. You don't pay attention to
Tell
nothing.
me. Obviously, you don't know what it is. You just been
you
using
took
a
the blue
term
pill.
that you hear is popular. So
I
break
said
it
you
down
took
if
the
you
blue
know.
pill, bro.
Break it
And
down.
that ain't no big subject. Like we need
You don't
to
know what the
deter.
blue pill is.
Oh, we
Stop
need
it,
to
Calico.
deter and talk about that.
What's the blue pill? Tell me. I don't know what the blue
It's
pill. I
your
don't do
line of
drugs.
thinking. It's your line of thinking, brother. Huh?
Is that
You
what the
are
blue pill is?
all, bro. Man, bro, you so engulfed in this system, and you know that. You know what I'm saying? That's why nigga like you go to Gulf Wars and shit. You so engulfed in this goddamn system, and you still won't let it go, bro. They let you go already. Let them go, man. Let them motherfucking people go. You know what I'm saying? And
Let me
wake
tell
up
you
and
how,
smell this
Calico.
coffee.
All right, let me know when it's my turn because I'm about to kill you on
That's
that
your
stupid
turn, bro.
shit.
But don't do all that. Just like you was talking when I was talking, I should be able to talk to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? God damn, calm down. Go ahead. Just don't do the 10 minutes and get mad if I say anything.
Man, Calico, you ain't seen me get mad not once, man. But I just debunked the silliness you talk. So you keep talking about this system. Let me tell you what all y'all fools who talk about this system. This is not just an American white boy system. This is a global system. All these other countries you think you come from, whether you African, you're Middle Eastern, you're European, you're Indian, you're Russian, guess what? They all function within the same system. And guess what they all trying to do? Out-compete one another. So until you wake your slow-minded ass up, you will stay lost trying to figure out a system while the rest of it is advancing. And by the time you move one step forward, you're about 50 million steps back. But go ahead. Checkmate.
No, because watch this. Like when y'all be talking about, you know, like when people use the word like white supremacy and all that, you don't understand how all of this so-called economics and all of this bullshit is set up purely for white supremacy. Because watch this, if the world was the way it should be, and we were in the southern region or the equatorial and the southern region in the hotter part of the world, which is where everything grows, everything you need in the damn world, is there. So if we had that part of the world like we should, and they were in the frozen tundras, what would we trade with them? What is it that they have that we would want? What do I want? I don't want no damn fish that goddamn bad. Like I can't get no fish out this hot water. You know what I'm saying? Like what do they have? What I want, a polar bear fur coat or something? No, bro, it's nothing up there. But they came up with this system where these people can get everything you possess on your beautiful land. They don't have shit in return for it. They print the shit up out of thin air, just like when the motherfucker bought the Clippers. I know you remember that. I remember they had the thing saying at the bottom, like, whoever purchases the Clippers will be able to print his own money. Like, come on, man. Like, you don't understand the reason they can even do that. It's really about gold and silver. You don't know about lawful money. If you really got enough of that, then you can create your own private currency. And these people just adding on to what the government already doing upside your head. They can make any kind of money they want. They can make any amount they want. That's why and it's just gonna keep running y'all out until ain't no more system. And you was all in for it, and you got us all in for it. And we're gonna go into some crypto next, and we all gonna fall with that, right? Or you think we're gonna rise? Bro, this is gonna be a cyber goddamn attack, and all your money gonna be gone. That's easy. That's lame as hell for us to even think cashless society is the way to go. But what you sleep? I can't hear you, bro.
How is cashless? So now you complain about cashless society. So you want dollars, but you're talking about the system and about. I mean, I don't get you, bro. I don't get you. I think you lost.
No.
So
you already know it's never what you do, it's how you
send yourself in circles.
No,
you complain
it's never
about
what
the
you
system.
do, it's how you do it.
You complain about accepting and functioning in the system. Then you go back and complain about cryptocurrency and this free market of capitalism. What do you accept? What is your system? And can I
Well, my
buy some
system,
of
I
the
already
money you
told
got?
you the system. The system is lawful money. You don't know what lawful money means, and I fully explain. I explained it. You just want me to repeat myself because you didn't hear me the first time because you don't know shit. I guess it's foreign to you. I know it is. The most people call themselves American. You don't even know what lawful money is. All you know what legal tender is.
Man, what is the damn lawful money? Explain this,
I
bro.
know you need to learn. I want you to tell me one
Calico,
day.
you making shit up. You couldn't explain what a
Man, you
damn
don't.
blue pill was to
I
me
just told you what it
because
was.
listen,
I told you what it
I watch
was
this
2 minutes ago.
YouTube channel that follow crackheads and shit, and I hear them say, "Are you on blues? Are you on some other color pills?" Cause I don't do drugs, so I don't be knowing that shit.
Yeah, it sounds like you interested into it. I don't know about it. Yeah.
Thank
I
you,
said
Popish.
the Matrix, red and blue pill. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what they be
you on
asking,
the blue pill.
reds.
You on the blue pill, bro.
I describe these pills. What is it in the Matrix movie? I never really watched the film.
Yeah, you're a part of the system.
We all part of the system, bro. Like I
No,
told
no.
you.
See, that's how you see things, like with your rose-colored glasses. You know what I'm saying? But no, it ain't like that, bro. He's talking about crypto ain't going away. I understand how people feel, bro. The best thing you can do with that bullshit ass crypto is to cash out. When it shows some, some value, cash the fuck out. Because goddamn, in the future it won't. They just luring all y'all dumb ass in. You know what I'm saying? They selling you gigabytes or space. You know what I'm saying? Oh, like, it's bullshit. It's bullshit that ain't gonna really last.
So now you got to go back to the system where the dollar's at, right? That's what they should trust in, is what you're telling them, right?
Like, what backs the dollar bill is what? What backs the dollar bill, Reggie?
You tell me. You know it all. You tell me.
Yeah.
You know what backs the dollar?
It ain't gold and silver.
No.
When I
You
was
know what
telling you
backs?
lawful money.
You know what really backs the dollar?
What?
GDP. That's what backs the damn dollar. It's production.
No. You know what backs the
It
dollar,
is.
bro?
That's what backs the dollar, homie.
No.
Sorry.
No, you know what backs the dollar is not gold and silver, like when I was telling you about lawful money, which you need to learn about. But anyway, what backs the dollar bill is your birth certificate. Huh? They pledge your ass to the system that you're gonna make X amount of dollars for the system. Huh? And guess what? They get fronted the money or in credit or whatever the case may be. They already getting a front on their investment as soon as you're born. And because guess what? If nothing else, they'll cash your ass out and sell all your organs and goddamn break even with the bank.
Boy, you sound crazy as shit. So would you know all this shit? Why
This
you ain't winning in the system?
1933. This the Gold Confiscation Act. Ain't gold don't back the dollar bill. So it's nothing but the birth certificate. That's when they
there's a
created
reason behind them taking the gold standards away, right?
Bro,
you know that, right?
They created the birth certificate the same time. FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, brother.
It was a do away from people holding too much of this damn wealth. You had
man, stop that, man. Stop that, man.
It's the case.
We talking about the citizens. It ain't no such thing as a citizen holding too much of the wealth. Citizens.
You had very rich people.
This wasn't about why they never told the 1% that they can't hold too much gold. They're gonna confiscate that shit.
It's a tangible
they
asset.
told the 99%.
It's a tangible asset.
Bro, they told the 99% that they can't hoard gold or have gold.
It's a tangible asset. They can't back those standards. But guess what? Gold still has standards of value, homie. That's why it's traded on the market. They just
that's like
gold.
YouTube. That's like YouTube coming up here saying,
while y'all talking that dumb currency talk, let me say this, Calico, to where y'all defeat yourselves. Y'all talking this dumb shit about the gold currency standards. Gold and all precious metals is trading on the market. So it didn't hurt anybody.
Hold on, repeat that dumb shit again.
Now you silent.
What you said? What? Repeat that shit again. What you said?
Were you talking about gold standards and all that? It didn't affect anything. The way they changed
That's dumb as hell, bro.
There
was no such thing. Was no inflation. You can't have inflation when you got gold being the standard.
Can I finish my point, buddy?
Man,
are you gonna get mad? Are you gonna get mad because you're talking a lot of shit that sounds good to you, but it ain't? But let me finish telling you. The gold standard wasn't taken away. You can still trade gold. You can cash it in. It's still of high value. It offsets the market when the market is having different fluctuations in it. People will shift where they fucking invest their money. Be smart. Stop sitting in groups where they teach you buffoonery. Learn this system, homie, because you can get wealthy in it.
Man, get all them crackers and nuts and stop telling me to jump on their nuts. That's what
Brandon,
you're doing.
Calico ain't right. I know
it.
y'all want that shit to sound good. Calico's far from right, homie. Sorry to tell y'all that.
No. You don't understand inflation, brother. That's dumb as hell. Because watch this. If gold was the see, you don't understand when gold was the standard.
Gold ain't the standard no more. What are you talking
I'm trying to tell you that. I know this, nigga. You agreeing with the Gold Confiscation Act because of some dumbass thought process you came up with. But you telling me that it's okay for them to come take the gold from the citizens when that's like saying all of us have gold. All of us. So why would you say it's, you know, yeah, they were supposed to come take that. The people were keeping the gold. What, from Fort Knox? I mean, what you think? What you talking about, man? Like every dollar bill was.
The gold standard didn't sit to everyday citizens. Regular citizens couldn't afford.
Of course it did. That's why 50 cents was putting up groceries in the house.
About? Regular citizens couldn't afford gold, just like most regular citizens.
Oh my God!
Can't afford to invest in gold now. What are y'all talking about?
Every dollar
that shit was only privy to the super wealthy in countries.
That's a lie.
Who were able to purchase it, and countries traded it. That's the standard to be able to trade with other nations.
That's a lie. That's like a big lie.
These economic countries know what they're doing. Y'all basing it on
shit. For one, we got it about the dirt. For one, we got it about the dirt.
Still get it out the dirt. What are you talking about?
Man, and wherever that is, they sitting on it already.
So when they moved from this standard, they left gold and silver and platinum in the dirt. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about.
Bro,
y'all read this shit out of some old book with a bad interpretation of what you talking about. They still mine gold. I live in a state where they mine the fuck out of silver.
Bro, what the hell that got to do with what I said? I'm telling you, bro. We already had that. So, and then I'm telling you that, like you bringing up the fact that they still mine gold. Yeah. And they the ones sitting on top of the land where it's getting mined. Back then, we were sitting on top of the land. That was our shit. You feel me? But that ain't even the point. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying about, you know, the dollar bill is backed by your birth certificate and all of that kind of stuff. So it's like you just telling people to agree with the slavery, even though this is our land. We their property is what you're saying, because the birth certificate is what get them paid. You know what I'm saying? Like that backs the whole dollar bill. You feel me? That like they can promise they got a new slave. I got a new one for you, buddy. You know what I'm saying? And if nothing else, like I said, they got your organs. They got all that melanin and whatever else out your ass. You feel me? Your blood, which might be, you know, immune to so much. You feel me? Or maybe you don't.
Your ass is crazy, bro.
No, they is crazy, bro. You think I'm doing this to people? You think they not? That's the big problem. That's the big problem.
Well, look. Let me take a quick break on the back and forth. Shout out to Godbody Sean. He said, "Hey man, he's rocking with the content." He said, "Hey, won a little bit of money at a casino. Just want to throw a little bit of money in the collection plate. Thank you, my brother." He said he got 5 on it. Let's hit him with the drop.
I got 5 on it, 5 on it. I got 5 on it, 5 on it.
Hey, Sean, Godbody Sean, sports and news. Got a dope channel too. If you don't know how to find him, just check my community tab. I share his links often. Brandon Washington joins the show. What's up, B-Dub? What up, homie?
Peace, what up, man? Y'all been cooking tonight, and I just been sitting back watching the show at work, but I had to take a little quick break because Reggie Calico is right when he talks about the gold standard and what is being backed by. You said that gold couldn't be purchased by the regular person. That's not true. Oh.
No, I just want you guys to know I'm gonna step away. I'm about to go in here and go to this kitchen. I'm gonna be listening on my phone.
Please get your food. Let us cook. Shit, you holding us up.
Respect each other. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta say no more than that. I'll be right back.
Okay, what Calico is talking about, meaning the gold standard, I'm gonna explain to you what he meant, because he probably didn't break it down to you good enough, but he is correct. When the dollar right now is backed by nothing, it's called fiat money. which means it's nothing. It's just a piece of paper. It's just a legal tender. It's just as good as whatever the people say it is. So if you say this, okay, you said that regular people could not have gold and only rich people could have gold. That was for the wealthy people. That's not true. Because before the United States was taking off the gold standard, you could go to the bank and trade in $1. That $1 had to have a dollar of gold behind it. So you could go in to any bank, you can go to any bank in America and trade that $1 in, and they would give you the equivalency of what gold was for it. That's what he means by gold standard, backed by something, meaning the money. That's what he means. You couldn't have inflation. There was no such thing. The reason you have inflation is because they can just print as much money as they want to. So basically, that means there's more money out there than it is good. That's what he was meaning. So, Reggie, what you said is not true. He is correct when he's talking about inflation, and he is correct when he's talking about how the money is not backed by nothing. You just print it. It's just a piece of paper. But it used to be the way the United States Treasury used to work. The banks could not have more money in circulation than they had gold or silver. That's why if you ever seen them old, which I have a few of them, if you ever see them old $5 bills, they blue and they backed by gold or silver. You could go to the bank and take this $5 and it was backed by gold. Each bank, you had to have that. That's why they didn't have no such thing as inflation. So he is correct. You probably just didn't know that. So yeah, you could go to the bank, anybody, because they had to. That was part of regulation. That it was backed by that. So if you wanted to go into the bank and say, shit, I'm gonna take this $1 in here and get me some silver, you could, because they was required to have it. You could not have more money in circulation than you had gold and silver. Now you can, because it's not backed by nothing. It's called fiat money. Go look it up. FAIT. Go look it up, Reg. He is correct.
Fiat money is regulated by laws and other shit within governments. Every government around this globe uses fiat money. It's based on supply and demand.
You a damn lie. They got gold bullion, man.
Yeah, what countries are trading? Time out.
That's not true.
What country? You show me a country that operates a currency off of a physical commodity.
Man, Europe got pounds, nigga.
Man,
I'm explaining to you. Nah, Reg, you got
watch this. Hey, bro, they pocket sound like a whole bunch of change, and that shit be real deal shit. Don't be no damn quarters, nickels and dimes. Even real money, bro, big money.
You remember they had. They collect silver dollars before 1964. They used to put real silver in the silver dollars. That's why they collected items. Now it's just copper. Reggie, he is correct, bro. If you listening to what he's saying,
Brandon, no, he's not. We're just pulling shit out
Reg,
of our
when
ass.
he's talking about the gold standard. I'm not pulling Reg. I wouldn't pull nothing out of my ass, bro. This is a fact. When they pulled America off the gold standard, that means you could just print money as much as you want to. And it don't have to be backed by nothing. At one point in time, you couldn't just print money like that. You had to have the equal amount of gold and silver. I'm just telling you,
Brandon, you're way off topic. We've been stated that, and there's a reason behind why the country went away from a gold standard.
The reason why is because they can create. The reason why because they can create inflation and they can just do what they want. Not the reason that they gave you. That's not correct. And the Social Security Act, the Delano, the Franklin wrote, the FDR came out with. Yes, that's when they started having birth certificates. It is a point to what he's saying. He is correct. He is, Reg. If you go look up the history and do the research on it, he is correct. So right now, you could
did a whole episode on the reason behind it, and it's dealing with the control of taking away too much of individuals having too much personal wealth because of them being able to purchase so much of the goddamn commodities out here. Gold and silver are limited goddamn resources, and gold and shit is used for other things than investment.
They limited it though, but they limited it. That's why they limited it. It's not a limited resource. They limited it because they wanted to be able to cause financial. Now if I print more money than is available, I can cause inflation. They cause these things. Go look at the 1913 Act. That's called money. That's why they able to manipulate the stock market and commodities. That's why they able to do that. But that's all I want to say.
The stock market is separated than what governments do, bro. It's a free market. It's opposite of
It's
government. So you mixing
it's
the two.
not though. It's regulated, Reg. It's not though. You just think it is because they tell you based on capitalism, but it's not a free market. All this stuff is regulated.
Hey, Brandon, I'm
by
gonna tell you.
government.
I'm gonna tell you.
That's not true, Reg.
What happens in our society ain't a function of what goes on in the stock market.
Hey, watch it. Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you some shit.
But it
hey,
is,
Brandon.
Reg.
Hey, Brandon. Hey, Brandon. Let me tell him some
Yes,
shit. Hey, Brandon. Hey, let me tell him something I know he don't give a fuck about. But you,
go ahead.
You was the first stock that was on the stock market, nigga. Your dumb ass was the first stock on the stock market.
Why you bringing up irrelevant dumb shit, man? Come on,
man, fuck a stock. You is the stock of the U.S. You call yourself black, bro. That's
See,
a
he's
problem.
not explaining it, Reg. He's not explaining it correctly. But the point that he's making
I
that
ain't explaining it fully.
People are a commodity. If you look at your birth certificate, it's in all caps. It's in all caps. Everything is
you know what
capitalized.
people are? No. This is all people are. People are a
That's what
unit
he was
of production. No, listen. All people are a unit of production. Every country is based on what? Gross domestic product, right? How much you produce versus how much you import and export. That is how.
No, Reg, that's not true.
You are crazy as hell.
Reg,
everything.
Why come? Okay, I ask you a question, Reg. Why come every country? Why come most modern countries are tied to the International Monetary Fund? If you break away from that, they will go and invade your goddamn country. If you break away from the IMF, they will invade your country. That's why, if you look into the history, that's why.
Reggie gonna invade for their ass.
Ain't no countries.
Anyway,
no.
But
Come on, let's go. Ain't no countries breaking from the IMF. A lot of them borrow from it. But let's
they tried to. I'm gonna tell you, Libya tried to. That's what Gaddafi was trying to do. He was trying to
in the world. Stop it, bro.
Hold on, let me finish. Libya was trying. What Gaddafi was doing was going around to all African nations because a lot of African nations are in OPEC. OPEC was started by the British, but anyway, he was trying to get them to leave the dollar, to get away from the dollar, which most countries are on. They own the dollar, the dollar, the American dollar. What he was trying to do was get them away from the dollar and start the African dinar, which was backed by gold. Once they found out about that plan, they went into that man's country and killed him because he had just called a conference between all of the African nations, and they agreed that if they could come up with the gold and the amount of gold, that they would leave the dollar, where they wouldn't trade with the dollar no more. They would have to buy gold, so they couldn't buy oil with the dollar no more. They wouldn't accept the dollar. It would be the gold dinar.
Obama did that.
Man, you think Libya has that much influence in the world? You got to be smoking dope.
Well, Libya had
Libya
had influence for Africa. Libya had influence for Africa. Gaddafi wanted to.
No, they did not. Africa is not a united continent. And listen, go ahead.
Look up Libya. Look up Libya before Gaddafi died.
Libya, that shit.
Libya had no debt. This was a country with no debt. This was a country that was paying pregnant women to take like a year or 2 years. Look up Libya before Gaddafi got murdered by Clinton and by Obama administration.
No, you
so
mean
it's real. They were trying to engineer a first world nation for Africa.
They were.
Globally, I don't know, but I know it was for Africa. And
right,
the West
that's
caught
a fact. Which they was trying to get the African nations not to accept the dollar no more for oil. They was like, nah, we ain't taking y'all dollar. Go look it up, Reg.
It get real. Love Obama.
They're gonna always take the dollar.
Oh, y'all love Obama. That's the problem.
Who's gonna listen? Let me tell you this. Who's going to listen to Libya? What does Libya have to produce and offer to the world? Not a damn
oil.
thing.
I just told you.
Brandon, get out of here. These other countries, time out. Let me finish. Where do we purchase our oil from? And Libya ain't probably one of the biggest producers. And I don't even know if Libya is part of OPEC, which I can guarantee you they're not. So we can get out of that. Now the world is moving towards.
Man, you think it's about oil, man? You gotta eat, bro. Africa feed you,
bro. We don't get oil from no damn Libya. So therefore, Gaddafi's power to affect us is zero. Like y'all talking on some other shit.
Reggie, it wasn't just him; it was the whole of Africa. He was trying to unite under this currency.
If he didn't have influence over the Arabs, did he have?
Reggie, he wasn't able to do it because they killed him.
If he ain't got influence with the Saudis and all them, he's a non-factor.
He did, Reggie. He did have influence with
them. He's like a baby.
All right, Reg. Okay, man.
No, y'all talking nonsensical shit that sounds good.
No, say you don't know. It's not nonsense. Just say you're not aware of.
What do we trade with? What do we trade with Libya? What does Libya import over here besides oil if they got anything? What do they
Libya wasn't
produce?
supposed to influence the Western powers. Gaddafi's vision was to free Africa because Africa
Thank
is in a stronghold of financial Western powers. The way the world financial banks are doing Africa, and it's part and parcel to do with the leaders. But Gaddafi's plan was solid. It was to liberate the continent of Africa. Now, the continent of Africa is a first world nation, but don't let the colonizers say that. So there was resources there that the Western powers wouldn't have, but the Western powers wanted Africa to continually depend on Western powers for financial resources. And so that's the reason why the concocted plan was Gaddafi was killed. Somebody said Gaddafi was killed by his own people. What you
That's
think you
dumb.
saw in the Western media were his own people killing him. But you have to understand some of these operations go deeper. People loved Gaddafi. Most African people knew about Gaddafi and loved Gaddafi. Libya was actually, I swear, if you Google Libya, if it's still on Google, because we know who go to Go Duck, what is it, Go Duck or something like that. But Libya was debt free. It was a country that was debt free. It was a country that believed in education. They had phenomenal
It was a
programs.
country that
Hey,
was in
hey,
deep
hey, whoever
poverty. It
God
was a
body
poor-ass
sports is,
country.
hey, God body sports don't know what the fuck he talking
You know,
about.
God body speaking the truth, and y'all
Now
don't
he
like
talking
hearing
about
that shit.
man. He say Gaddafi got dragged out and shot by the. He's a
By his
damn
own,
fool.
they say by his own people, but you gotta
No,
understand that.
no. This man got bombed. He got bombed in the middle of the night.
Right, but that's what I wanted to say. The news and the media you watch in the Western world, unless you have insight to foreign news, you would see different. I'm just saying I've seen it, okay? So don't believe the hype of the tell you vision. I'm just saying
I've
the
never
media
even
that you
heard the
watch.
lies they just made up. They
And
full
then
of shit.
this is where y'all lost that. Y'all talking about the unifying Africa like that's some easy task. A lot of Africa ain't unified to begin with, and a lot of African countries that have kicked out many
Man,
European.
It was
boy,
going
Let
to
me
be a
finish talking
start.
it. Like y'all
Okay,
like
yeah, go
interrupting.
ahead. Sorry.
Y'all love interrupting.
Sorry.
Y'all don't hear something that is in agreement with y'all because I don't agree with y'all. But the thing with African countries that have put out former European colonies have also called them back, especially in the agricultural side of things. A lot of those leaders
Like
where
who,
you have
Reg?
leaders.
Name the country. Name them. Name them, Reg. Let's go.
What is the African leader used to have the Europeans bowing down to him? What is his
It's
what
your
country is
story.
that? What country is that? It's not a story because it just started happening. It happened in many of these countries recently. What's his name? What's the cat? He was known for making the Europeans bow to
Is
him.
he the one from Uganda, the Ugandan leader?
I think it is
Or the
Uganda.
Congolese
But over in
leader?
Uganda, if you pay attention to Uganda,
You
where
mean
they're calling back,
Mugabe? Yeah,
but they're calling back Europeans to teach
Mugabe.
them
Yeah.
agriculture because once those Europeans were put out the country, did the country advance? No. Once the Europeans pull out of there, these people did not learn the
This
process.
nigga here, you heard that
Are
nigga?
you serious, bro? Did
Wait,
you
hold
just
on.
say that?
Listen,
It's
listen.
true.
Man, get
Google
that
to show
nigga
you.
ass off the
Wait,
damn boy.
wait,
Oh
wait,
Lord.
No.
wait.
I'm
Let
gonna
me
hit y'all with facts. Let me hit y'all with
listen.
facts because y'all love only what sounds good to y'all. But the fact
No,
is
you
that
love
Africa,
hearing yourself
no,
talk
listen,
for hours.
listen.
Hold on.
The fact is that Africa is not an advancing fucking country. What you think them goddamn Chinese going in there for?
Bro, we
Why is
got
Africa so
neighborhoods ain't even advancing.
Okay.
You think America advanced?
These people ain't just
Think
invading these
twice.
countries. Those leaders are allowing them to
Man,
come in there.
who
Why?
invaded the neighborhood? Man, we got a whole neighborhood
Let
that
me
ain't.
put facts for y'all. Y'all
Hold up,
continue to talk.
Calico. Let him
Let
talk,
me
Calico.
let me
get
let
it
me
out.
tell him about what he. I think yeah, you're right. I think you maybe Uganda or Congo had a leader who
No, I'm
was using the white
100%
people.
right. I'm gonna
But
put the
no,
facts in
listen.
here for
Well,
you.
let me give you first hand encounter. Well, somebody mentioned Mugabe. Robert Mugabe is I'm Zimbabwean. So what happened? You have to understand the history to know where we got in Africa. And like I've said before, it's the corruption of the black leaders. I would never ever take that away from that part, right? But here's what happened with Robert Mugabe. In 1979, Zimbabwe, formerly known as Rhodesia, gained independence for 1980, right? And Mugabe took power. But what happened was there was a meeting. You could look all this information up. There was a meeting in England because Britain had a stronghold in Zimbabwe. They were the colonizers. And Britain said, we will pay the white farmers the money. They will pay the reparations to the white farmers. And Robert Mugabe said that this needs to happen in a few years, as less than 5 from independence. And Britain, they signed a treaty. You could Google, this is like information you could Google. They signed a treaty between Robert Mugabe and the British. And so years go by, Robert Mugabe was very patient. He kept saying, hey, Britain, What's up? Get your people. We need to give this land to our people, because the campaign was that the black people would get their native soil. And Britain was like, hold on, hold on. And then this is the corruption. We'll give you more money, more money, more money. We're going to get our people. We're going to get our people. 20 years later, Robert Mugabe got fed up. He says, okay, y'all not going to get your white people off these farms. We need to split the land. So what does he do? He radically goes in there, scaries up the farms. Black people take the farms. I didn't agree with that part, because at least they should have been taught agriculture, but he grabbed it. So this is what Western powers do. If people don't understand, this is a global system, okay? Because it was kind of like biting the hand that fed you. And so Britain was like, oh, that's what you're going to do? Instead of Britain owning up to their part of the treaty, paying the white farmers the reparations and getting them off black people's land, they retaliated. They opposed sanctions to Zimbabwe. They opposed, and then Britain is an ally of most major Western countries are allies. Britain, U.S., Australia, all the major key players, except for, of course, Russia, who helped the independence, and Cuba, who helped the independence. But so they all ally and oppose sanctions. When sanctions are opposed, it's inflation. That means there's no import and export from global countries. That means a country has to suffer within, but it's the people. So that's what happens. So what happens is a new leadership comes in, and of course, it's the black leaders. I blame them too. And so the first thing Britain says, well, you're a new leader. If you want us to keep giving you that money, let our farmers come back. And I'm not agreeing with that, because that, you know, we could still fend for ourselves as African people. The mentality is global. So he allows Mnangagwa, the new president Mnangagwa, joins alliances with the Britain. Still yet, there's no conclusion to Britain, like they always do, shaft black leaders, never met up to their part of the bargain. And so now all these white farmers are coming back into the country. That's what you see. It's all about power and corruption. I blame the black African leaders. That's why I always say Gaddafi was different. He was wanting to make a difference where African leaders wouldn't depend on Western financial loans that are predatory loans. You see, so that's what happened there.
And another thing about Gaddafi that you probably didn't know.
Click my link. Read and weep.
What? Reggie, just because they said so, okay, Reg, just because they
so we don't
said,
want to read no more. Okay.
She's a native of the country. She just told you. A native of the country just told you, bro, and
she said they're bringing back white farmers, Brandon. Did you not hear her?
She explained the context of why. She explained that. If you listen to what she said, she told you why they did that, because they didn't hold up their end of it. But she told you that. That's what she was telling you. But ultimately, the land belonged to them, the natives, the people who was there. That's their land. Come on, Reg. Come on, bro. You know better than that. Just because a native is telling you, that's like you a native of South Central. But
she said everything I was saying to y'all before I brought this article up. Like, come on, bro.
No, she put it in context. What she did was give context to what you were saying. That's all.
Added context to what I said.
Indeed, I give you that. But she put it in context and explained it wasn't just because black people didn't know what they was doing and white and they begged them to come back. It wasn't like that. It was because of what she said. But I will say this: all of the resources, that chip, this cell phone I'm talking to, the chip that's being used, it comes from the ground out of the soil of Africa. All of the minerals and the resources, they come out of the ground over there. Most of the resources, so that's a big thing. Yeah, you're right. Africa is not united, but it also had help not being united. It's 53 different nations there, I believe. But you have other people that's interfering inside of their nations where they will not unite. And that's something Gaddafi was trying to do. Gaddafi, it's Jeff Fort. Do you know why Jeff Fort is locked up? Jeff Fort is a leader. And he was a part of the El Rukins. They locked up right now because Gaddafi was trying to arm them to help overthrow the United States government. Did you know that, Reg? Did you know that Gaddafi tried to do that?
Yeah, Gaddafi tried to sell them rocket launches and shit. Which is crazy as fuck.
He did. That's not Reg. That's how you start revolution. That's how these people get.
Reg, this
that's not crazy, bro.
Where is Gaddafi with they escape? Where's Gaddafi with the escape plan? That's called using motherfuckers.
No, that's part of revolution. Sometimes people die in revolution. But you have to do things. Who do you think armed I mean, when you look at Cuba, the Russians helped arm them, right? When you talk about the Iran Contra, that's how we got drugs over here. The United States armed them. Come on, Rich.
But listen,
Like this is part of it.
Brandon, this is my thing about Gaddafi. All that shit sounds good when you see somebody putting in motion. But look, that shit was foiled by the FBI, CIA before it even went about. And it fucked over who? Only one person got fucked over by it. And that was Jeff Fort.
No, group got fucked over. They destroyed the El Rookies. And not only that, they came back and got Gaddafi later.
But Brandon, they didn't even get the weapons.
No, they didn't get them.
So they got fucked over by Gaddafi.
No, they got fucked over by the United States government, because if you try to overthrow the United States government, you better have a hell of a plan and you better come on with it. But we just saw, you see what happened to Jeff Fort and all the time he's in the Supermax. What happened to the people who just raided in July 8th to July 3rd? I mean, January 3rd. Nothing happened to them. And it's the same damn thing. And they went to the Capitol. So it's just a black face on it, Rich. It's the exact same thing. Them people went there to overthrow the United States government. January 3rd, correct? That was an insurrection. That's what they call it. It was just it's just a white face on it, so it looks different. But it's the exact same thing. Them people raided. So we always catch the brunt of it because it's us. But they was trying to start a revolution as well. You just put some up on your channel the other day where it was white insurrectionists trying to start another revolution by going out killing black people. That's what they do. It just looked different because it's a white face on it, so they're gonna pretty it up. But them people was trying to do the same goddamn thing the El Rookies was doing. Jeff Fort was wanting to do. Except they are white people, they're the dominant society, and they was able to go do it, and really nothing happened. I bet you none of them don't go to Supermax for what they did. They went inside the Capitol. They went inside the senator's chambers. They had their feet up on the desk. They was busting out window. They was really trying to take and overthrow this government and install who they wanted to be the president. That's chaos. That's really anarchy, if you ask me. But nothing gonna happen to them. Why? Because they part of the dominant society. They're gonna punish us like they've always done, and they're gonna let them make it. Because that's what they always have done. Just like now, they go into Africa, they rape it full of its resources, they corrupt its leaders with the money, they corrupt the leaders.
The leaders been branded. Them leaders been fucked up from the get-go. And it's up to the people over there to stand up to it. Listen, these nations can't rise up to shit until they organize, they stand by their people, they get out of this tribalism bullshit to where they want to. What is it? It's a religious term I always heard, where man tries to dominate man. They have to get out of that shit and look at other folks who look like them as their friend. That's why I don't get into like telling Calico about him speaking about terminology. I'm a Moor, I'm this and that, because that's the same way a lot of these countries over in Africa function. Oh, I'm a Tutsi.
So should we do the same here? So should we do the same here?
Brandon,
that's all you get out of that.
Let's focus it to there. But wait, hold on. Let's focus it to there. Not about us here. But why these countries? They got continent, they got land, and why they haven't went nowhere? Because of these divisive ways, these tribal ways. Why can't
they're under the same system we under, global white supremacy. Period.
But
they colonize just like we are. They just like we are. We think of them in this romantic thing where because we see a lot of black faces on them. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let me get my point out, and it's gonna be real quick.
Live.
You speak about them being under white supremacy. That's a mind state. Them Africans can break the fuck out of it. Do right by your people. The Chinese had to learn that shit, and they created one of the most rapidly rising revolutions. And Africa has a potential. That shit. They got to break out of tribalism and respect what people want to believe in. The thing is, they have to educate their people, bring in industry. They have to bring in infrastructure. They got everything in it. Do they know how to process it? They have to do that shit. They got to create space programs, aviation programs, car manufacturing programs. They got to create all that shit. Better education programs. Africa can fucking do it. That's the only way they pull up. Go ahead.
Rich. If we had all of the lower half of what we call Earth, all this tropic area where everything grows, what would you trade with these people in the frozen tundra? What can they give you, bro, to make you say, okay, I trade you this for what? For that? What is that they have that you would trade them for?
Time out. What frozen tundra you talking about, Calco? Stop going in this ancient world.
What you mean? I'm talking about, bro. What you mean?
You
all
talking
of
about some
Europe,
frozen tundra? What the
all
fuck
of
are you talking
Europe,
about?
all of Russia, all of
Do
Germany,
you
all
see
of
what the fuck
Greenland.
they create in Russia and in Europe, fool? Wake the fuck up, dude.
What?
You can't hate white people that bad that you become ignorant to everything going on
What you
around
say?
you.
No.
These motherfuckers is
You
creating
obviously
some,
answer my question. So what you said?
because you talking about some frozen tundra.
That's what
They
they
ain't
at.
living on no frozen tundra. These motherfuckers
Yeah,
living in some advanced shit, but niggas who want to think in ancient terms and thinking that you
bro,
can say shit to, let
bro.
me tell you, let me finish.
No, bro.
That you can say they grew up in
Because
caves.
you
They
going
in
off where the
cave dwellers.
colonizer at. I'm talking about where the
This ain't
colonizer
no
from.
colonizer.
I'm talking about where
Listen,
the colonizer from,
listen, I don't
motherfucker.
care.
And
Listen,
I'm talking
listen.
about if your dumb ass was in your in your throne, in your rightful
Look,
place,
this how I know
what
you a
the
fake
fuck do
soldier.
they have to even trade? See, you couldn't even answer that question, so you turned
What you
into a
mean what
bitch.
they got to
You turned
trade,
into a
fool?
bitch.
This how I know you a fake fucking soldier, homie. Because
No, you're a real
even
soldier.
let me
You're
tell
a
you
real
something.
soldier.
Let me tell you something about you
For
being a
them,
fake soldier. Because you just
you
full
go
of hate.
hard for them crackers.
No, let me tell you. Because a real soldier gonna respect their fucking enemy. And either you don't respect them and you don't recognize what the fuck going on, you walk in there and get your head blown the fuck apart. And when we talking about a world of competing, you get your head blown the fuck apart. They ain't even gotta worry about your head because it means nothing, because there's nothing in it. It don't function properly. What you talking about? These motherfuckers have developed shit that the rest of these worlds, who we talking about Africa right now, are still trying to catch up. And even here in America, we ain't got enough people that's learning this shit.
So they
So
more
stop, homie.
so they more technologically advanced. That's the thing they got over us. They
It's
technology.
always been
You're
that way.
right,
That's the
Reg.
only
I
thing
agree.
developed. That's why
I
Europe
agree,
developed.
Reg.
Europe
I
developed because of
agree.
technology.
I agree. They have their technology, and that's part of their system that they use to dominate us. Their technology. I agree. You don't get no argument out of me.
Hey,
None.
Lemon Pepper, Chitlins, and whoever else in the comment section, tell me what the fuck would they be able to trade with you, being from the
I'm
northern
gonna get back to
regions?
work, man.
If you don't
Great
know what
bill, man. Great
the
bill. I'm
northern
gonna get
region,
back to work. Hey, Reg, you know it's always good breaking atoms with you, man. I love it. Girl
Oh, hell
behind the
yeah.
mic, great convo. Virgo Queen, great convo. Calico, I know you're doing the best you can, man. Just you probably just got to explain it to people a little bit more, Calico. When
I
you,
don't want to, because
but you,
I know
but
Damn,
what I
that's
ain't gonna be
Brandon,
able
why
to
you
talk.
gotta
but
leave, bro? Why you leaving, Brandon?
I got to get back to work. I got to get back to work, bro. I got to get back to work. I don't want to leave. Trust me, because anytime me and you get on, Reg, we bust a lot of atoms, man, and I enjoy.
Hell
I
yeah.
mean,
Hey,
I love it.
Brandon, you teaching everybody but him. That nigga ain't heard nothing you said. I swear
I
to God.
learned from Brandon, so it's all good,
We
bro.
learn
No,
from each other. No, we learn from each other. Even if we don't agree, as long as we got clarity and we can see where each other's
no.
coming
As long
from.
as somebody else
that-
learned, that's all that matters. Because he ain't gonna learn, bro.
Man, I
Nah,
As
learned
long
a
as
lot
somebody
from
because
else
Brandon,
heard it,
bro. That's why conversation is important, Calico. It's important.
man.
right. We learn. We learn. Even if I don't agree with his points and he don't agree with mine, it forces us to go back and study the points that we talking
No,
about, so we can convey them more clearly. So it forces study. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing. You ain't necessarily got to agree, long as you got clarity and you could come with factual points and you could prove your points and I can prove mine. Then
he
all of
can't
the
prove
personal
it.
stuff
That's the
is
point.
necessary.
It's counterproductive. He can't prove that what you said was wrong, and he'll keep going on. It don't make no sense. What you're saying is not wrong. He need to, concede to the truth more
Nah,
often.
he don't have to do that right now. He may come into realization later. He might be like, oh, I understood where he's coming from, just like I can understand where he's coming from. It ain't necessary for him to be like, yeah, Brandon, you was right, I
No,
was
I mean,
wrong, and
no,
this
no,
is right.
I'm saying
A
the
lot of different
arguing. The
concepts.
arguing.
It's a lot.
It's like saying I'm gonna spout my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like even if I don't know, I'm gonna try to check that out. Probably right now, because if it sounds dumb as hell, I can prove that wrong quick.
Nah,
You
we
know what I'm
just
saying?
learning together, Calico, man. I just choose a different tactic than I just want to learn with my people and grow with my people and see where they at and see where I can learn and be better. I can't call people dumb or stupid because really tell you the truth, what the fuck do I know? You know what I mean? What I know is could fit, it's a grain of salt. You know what I mean? If you put the sayings together all over the world, I probably don't know but a speck. So I don't have the right to talk about nothing that I know. I just learn and try to be better every day and try to grow. And if I could teach my people something, then I try to give them that. If I can learn, then I'm gonna learn. But I don't know shit, and I don't have the right to act as though I know anything. The only
Yeah.
thing I
Yeah.
know is,
Watch this. Hey, I just want to ask you this right quick. because you know, like Negro, black, colored, and like I say, more. Would you or do you agree or do you even know that these are statuses? Do you agree that black, Negro, and all that is a status?
I see where you're coming from when you talk about the classifications. We all are classified by
It's a
something.
status.
Right, which is a form, which can be a form of classification. I get it, Calico. I understand where you're coming from, but if you explained it more and tried to teach the people, maybe they could see where you was coming from instead of just pushing it down their throat. You know what I mean?
How
That's
simple?
all.
I mean, but I don't know how simple can it get when I say black means property or
I'm
black
not
means
see,
slave.
but everybody's not
You
as
know?
smart as you, bro. It's simple to you, but I just told you I'm not that smart. I don't know nothing. So you got to talk to me sometimes where I don't know nothing. You got to bring me up, uplift me, bring me to where you at. You know what I mean? Just
What did
bring me
Malcolm
up.
X say about the word Negro?
What did he say?
He showed you an etymology. It come from the word necro, N-E-K-R-O, meaning death, like necropolis, like, you know what I'm saying, like necromancy.
Indeed,
Yeah,
like
that's what
necrophilia, that kind of thing. I'm with you, but
that's where you
see,
get the word Negro from necro. So
but
it's
when
like
you
saying
bring,
the dead. So we not none of that. You feel me?
but you got to teach people where they are, Calico. If I'm laying down on the ground and you want to raise me up, help pick me up. Don't just talk about how I'm a dumbass because I fell down on the ground. Pick your brother up. That's all I'm saying. Just pick me up. I know I don't know a lot. I know I'm not probably as well versed in a lot of things as you, and that may be your area of expertise. But pick your brother up. That's all I would ask. Pick your brother and your sister up and dust them off and tell them, and then you could teach them because they accept it better. But don't laugh at me and kick me because I'm on the ground, and don't call me stupid because I fell down. Help me get up and show me how to get up and be an upright man like you are. That's what I would suggest. But I got to go back to work, man. I love y'all all, man. Keep the struggle up. Keep these beautiful conversations, and I'm going to keep learning. I'm going to get back to work.
Yes, indeed.
Love y'all, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, lemon pepper chitlins. I gotta respect your shit talking ass, because at least you put your money where your mouth is. $2. Mark might have to hit the $2 thing. I got him talking shit on the super chat. Ain't nothing wrong with it though. He called me Cali Coon. I know he crazy. You know what I'm saying? He might be a coon. God damn it.
And Cali crazy. He forgot that part too.
I'll give you the $2. You give him the $2. All right, pay him the $2. Oh, pay the $2.
That motherfucker crazy. Hey, his name Lemon Pepper Chitlins, man. Come on, man. That mother boy, hey.
It's a white dude. You know, it's probably a white dude, right?
Chitlins.
All right, finish your point about the
Yo, but shout out to Lemon Pepper Chitlins. I appreciate you, homie. I needed that. Thank you so much.
That was a good wake up.
That was funny.
Calico, finish that point you was talking about. What does people from the Arctic have to offer us and all that crazy shit you was talking about?
Yeah, I don't understand. They from the northern region. We from the southern region. I mean, what do I want? I don't want to trade shit with you. I got everything. Come on, man. I'm living in paradise.
Hey, real quick, let me let Virgo Queen give her final thoughts because she got a slide. Go ahead, Virgo Queen. Unmute your mic. There you go. Yeah, I was over here eating, man. If you check my community tab, I cooked like a nice little pasta, and yeah, man, I just ate. Y'all know what happens after that, right? Okay, so go ahead, Virgo Queen, get your bars off. Final thought.
No, that's really about it. I feel like I definitely want to do this again and bring somebody else in. But
we don't fuck with outsiders over it. No, I'm joking. All right, everybody's an outsider. Yeah, it's all good.
Everybody's an outsider, right? But I definitely want to do this again. So,
well, look, I'll see you tomorrow night.
I'll
be here
with everybody else. I respect everybody.
You're on the East Coast, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, look for me around 11 on the East Coast tomorrow. Our flagship shows are Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 o'clock. But on those other days, I try to do a live around 11:30, 12 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you feel like tomorrow you'll be on here about 11:30?
Yeah, around that time, around 11:30.
I jump back on. Yeah,
click that notification bell. It'll come right to your phone. Okay.
Yep, I got you.
God bless you, yo. You got anything you want to plug and promote before you go?
No, I'm fine right now. I'm good.
Appreciate you, my sister. Hell of a first time.
Yeah.
She said she say I ain't never did this before. You shitting me? You was a pro tonight, sister. You killed that shit. No pun intended. I ain't trying to be disrespectful. Nah. You killed that. Yay! Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next one.
Yeah.
God bless. Hell yeah, she killed that shit. She was like, I just want to get in and out. Reggie, everybody always say, I just want to say this last thing before I go. Man, we keep him here all night, don't he?
Hell yeah.
Randy said, Brandon said, I just gotta say this one thing because I'm at work. Brandon was up here for an hour, man. I went in there and made some toast in the oven. I'm sitting there listening, watching the chat. Y'all motherfuckers be getting wild, man. But go ahead though. Thank you again, Lemon Pepper Chitlins.
Yeah, go ahead, crazy ass Calico.
Your mic muted, Holmes.
Oh, I was waiting for Calico.
Yeah, I'm telling him his mic muted. Go ahead, Calico. Maybe he going in there heating up some lemon pepper chitlins in the microwave.
he in there reading a book. He got to think of another word. Entomologist, jizzle, you know, he pulling all the words that he just learned and shit, trying to highlight his Don Kingisms.
See, you ran him off. See, you're a bully, yo. Shout out to Nobody's Anything. Thanks for subscribing, yo. She's laughing.
They're laughing at Calico crazy ass.
I don't know who they laughing at, but I'm listening. Girl behind the mic, Reggie O with the Killer Show, man. Man, interesting conversation tonight. Yeah, the conversation over here sometimes evolves, guys. It evolves. Starts off as a hip-hop conversation, and then yeah, man, it goes in and everywhere because it is called Breaking Beats, where we break down business, entertainment, art, technology, sports. But the most important thing is what comes after that. Any and everything else you guys feel like talking about. You don't choose your audience chooses you, man. So I appreciate you guys choosing to be here today and tonight going into this morning. Can everybody give me their final thoughts on everything we got going on, and we can land this plane? Is Kyle live?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I ain't getting no notification. I text him, he ain't reply. So I'm gonna see if he's live. But go ahead. Girl behind the mic, Reggie O. Please promote anything. Give me your final thoughts. What do y'all think about Kanye doing he got another interview? They didn't release it all. They're gonna release another part of that this week. Y'all know we're gonna be right here watching it, and we're gonna break it down. We also gonna keep a close eye on this Travis Scott story. Also, y'all know we fuck with boxing heavy over here. We got David Benavidez fighting this weekend. We'll talk about that as it gets closer. But more importantly, Terrence Bud Crawford faces Sean Porter. Terrence Bud Crawford has his biggest test at the welterweight division coming up next Saturday, November the 20th. We'll talk about that. And leading up to that, I will be setting off my new giveaway to celebrate the 3K. I'm going to do a dope-ass giveaway. I'm going to put some choices in my community tab of what you guys think the prize should be. Should we just give away 3 tablets? Should we give away cash? Should we give away another laptop? Should we give away 2 laptops? We're gonna do a dope giveaway to give back to the people who have spent their time, their energy, and more importantly, their dollars on this show. I'm gonna give the money right back to you in the form of a dope ass giveaway like we did in September. So yeah, man, celebrating this 3K and we're gonna do it the right way.
Wait, time out. Man, Calico went to go spend some Robux for a new icon. That's what
this nigga right here, man. What you call it, Robux?
Yeah, you know that shit little kids actually paying for money.
I don't even know what that is. I never heard of that.
Oh, watch when your daughter get older. The Robux, like the Minecraft.
Man, he be playing Roblox, man. That's what he's saying. He be playing with Roblox.
They be spending. Can I get $20? I need some Robux.
Robux.
He wrote some Robux to change his icon.
Well, look, we're gonna give away real bucks, man. Like we're gonna give away some gift cards, we're gonna give away some tablets, or we're gonna give away another laptop, but we're gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna let you guys decide. And you guys have up until next Saturday to help me decide what the next giveaway is gonna be. And I'm gonna pick I'm gonna put the poll in the community tab. So yeah, let me know what y'all think. But go ahead, everybody give me their final thoughts so we can end this before within the next 19 minutes. These final thoughts be kind of long, and sometimes they be debates. That's why I try to start the final thoughts now at least 20 minutes before. So go ahead, everybody. Y'all got the floor.
All right. Well, thank you, Marq Nash. Shout out. I'm used to saying that. All right, you guys can
You
find
know
me
we love you.
on.
You know we love you, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You can find me on YouTube, Girl Behind the Mic, and or on your podcast apps as Decoding Dreams with Memory. You can purchase some books at For the Culture books.weebly.com. And all this information is on my YouTube page, Girl Behind the Mic, in the About section. So Travis Scott, Astroworld, rest in peace to the victims. My prayers go to their family and condolences for them on their loss. It was a tragedy. It's still a puzzle on what happened there. As it pertains to, got my list here. So Kanye West, I finally finished watching that whole entire interview. I'm biased because I think Kanye is a genius and who's intelligent without a hint of madness in them. But the
Right,
interview,
like me and
yeah,
Reggie
yeah,
and
the interview,
Calico and you and
yeah,
Queen P.
yeah.
No, I'm joking. I'm fucking with you.
So, I mean, the interview was very insightful, and I really enjoyed seeing Kanye in that form. I haven't watched all of his interviews, but the last interviews I've seen of him, he was a little bit stiff and just kind of like serious, and it felt like he was just really in a relaxed atmosphere. So let's see here. So let's talk about as it pertains to the Black community. If I love Black people, my skin is Black. I will always love Black people globally. I love us, our culture, who we are as a people. I will never give up on Black people. But it's true to nature, right? Every community has its own little thing, just like every household has its own thing. The only thing I've ever leaned on that I know of is that if I do need change within my community, I have to seek it within my heart and within myself first. And I've written about this in the book, The Agenda Wake Up Black America, Now Is Your Time, on where if we focus on the things that make us individually, then perhaps cohesively or collectively, we can change the world and or going forward our generation and break away from those patterns and so forth. But that's all I have. Thank you so much.
And how can people follow you and check out your dope ass channel?
Yes. Just go
And,
to
and my cousin in the chat, he said, "How can you get your book?"
yes. So go to Girl Behind the Mic, MIC, and then just go to the About section. There will be a link tree there with all my links. And for people that also want to learn how to write and stuff like that. And that's, whatever you here's I'm not okay. I'm
I
not
changed your
perfect.
name real quick so they can
Okay.
see it how it's
Perfect.
spelled.
Right. Perfect. So I'm not right. We're not perfect. We're all experiencing life together and so forth, right? But the thing is, if you're able to make a difference as well, right, to impact each other, then let's lean on that versus what we're not allowed to do or they don't, air quotes, they won't let us. Let's focus on enriching ourselves. And some of the things, and I only say that because let's say if you go to my link tree in my About page, I want to teach Black and Brown people to write. We are a minority writing group, and it's not that we don't have authors or we don't have writers. We have a lot. It's just that research has showed that um, statistically, the highest percentage, of course, is not Black people. Let's just put it like that. It's not Black people. We really fall in a like 10 to 15 margin. So if you ever wanted to write, I also have like free little courses and stuff like that, because for me it's not about making money, but that's where I can help Black people. And really quick, earlier on we talked about television, tell the vision. Before I've been writing for over 10 years, but one of the thing is, in order to going on the mantra, in order to make the change, we got to be the change that we desire to see in our community. So going on that mantra, I realized the reason why sometimes in air quotes Hollywood, because we got Netflix and stuff like that, we don't see ourselves in positive lights is because we don't have enough representation. That's why I'm so like open on If you want to learn how to, just hit me up. If you want to know, I told you all how I started making a six-figure at 21. I didn't have a 4-year college degree. I could tell you how to do things, or if you need direction somewhere, I could help you respectfully. Just don't overwhelm me. But I digress. The point being is, if we are the people that we want to see, like Hollywood, Netflix, Hulu, they need writers. They always need writers. And the reason why you don't see a deep representation of us is because we're not writing. We're not, they literally need writers writing our stories for us. So when you do see a poor presentation of us, just understand that it's not the system necessarily, but it's because we don't have enough people in those rooms to help make those decisions. But you can make a change. We can make a change. That's it. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Reggie. Thanks, D Calico. Thanks, Quinn P. Thanks, Chat. Thanks, Michelle. Shout
Thank
out
you,
everybody.
girl behind
You
the mic.
welcome, girl on the mic.
You
Salute,
love
Quinn.
you. You love you. I told you, man.
Hey,
You're
I
a star.
wanted,
You're a star over here, man. And
hey, I
you're a
wanted
star
to
over
tell
there
the
too.
sister that she might need to do a audio book for her book. You know, because some people like me, you know, I might like to play it, you know, while I'm driving or something, instead of being able to always sit down and read.
Yes. So the audiobooks will be coming. It's a project I want to do in the future. They take time. I wanted to do them with my voice, but I wanted to give people an opportunity in the future. And I wanted Black voices as well to represent the books. So that's something I'll look for as well, because like when you go to audiobooks to set it up and you try to get the voiceovers, you know what I'm saying? Where the Black people at?
No, we need your voice.
Listen, I don't want people to think I'm really black and white. It's just that that's what I know, right? I'm just saying that's what the stories are. So yeah, I'll definitely take that into consideration. Decalico, I'm looking for voiceovers and stuff like that for future projects.
And we looking for you to do the voiceover. I agree with Calico. We want to hear your voice. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'll set you up. Look, holla at me. I'll show you how to use Pro Tools. Just record that shit. I look, I'll show you how to use Pro Tools.
Boy, this could be a joint venture.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna want to get paid though. If it's a joint venture though, I'm gonna want to get paid. But for free though, I'll show you how to use Pro
on the
Tools.
credits.
Yeah, for free, I'll show you how to use it and set it up, and you can submit that in. You can put your tick marks in for where the chapter end at, export it, and you can send it in. It's not as hard as you think, my sister. And Pro Tools has a free version now, so and they got other shit other than Pro Tools too, so it's simpler to use. But it's ways to get it done. But holla at me though. I'll fuck with you.
Calico. All right, thank you all.
God bless. Good night and good morning. Calico, you want to promote anything, man? Reggie?
Man.
Hooked on phonics. No.
Hey, one thing about it, because you know
what?
Hey, you know that's
Hooked on phonics for Calico book.
Calico said, I don't want to read. I want to play it in my car. He said for people like me who talked all that deep shit all night, but I don't want to read no motherfucking book.
Hey, me and Reggie might start our own show, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be Skip Bayless. He gonna be Stephen A. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna be the white guy.
I mean, we gonna be the black version.
No.
He
want to be white. He want to be the white man.
No. I want to go against Stephen A. I don't give a damn.
You want to be the white man. You want to be the white guy with red hair.
I will wear that mask. I will wear that little ugly mask. Then you know what I mean. It's gonna be Halloween.
In the closet, white lover.
Girl, just know what I'm gonna do to you, Stephen A.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Hey, he said then you got to go to his website and buy some of his merch because he has his own clothing line.
Yes.
Nah, he didn't say that. I just said that. I'm fucking with
Dro. Where's his link?
Dro, put your link in the for your clothing line in the chat. But go ahead. Anybody out there, if you got a wrench and you're a moderator, you are able to post a link. This is when you can post your links in the show. Reggie, I deleted your link earlier. No disrespect. My show ain't that big where I be wanting people to put links in the chat. I'd rather you share the screen because when people put that link in the chat, it might make people leave the show. So
I got you.
Yeah. So I'll put it on. I'd rather it's on the screen than the links in the chat. But this part of the show is where everybody, if you got any and everything you want to promote, please put your link in the chat. If you are a mod it up. And if you cool with Queen P, she'll post it for you. Calico, she probably never gonna post your links, my nigga. But yeah. But you already know how it go.
Nah, hey, only person ain't gonna post my shit is Reggie, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, she ain't gonna
Because
post your shit neither,
Man,
bro.
Calico ain't got nothing against your
I'm
crazy
just
ass.
fucking with you, dog. You already know
I
you're
done
my
grew up,
homie. That's why
I didn't grow up around crazy ass people my whole life. That's why I'm used to you, man.
That's what's wrong with you then, Reggie.
No,
that's
I'm
why
the
you so
normal one.
argumentative. You been arguing with motherfuckers who seeing ghosts in the house all day, like they talk.
Yeah, I'm the normal motherfucker around crazy ass people.
Nah, you ain't normal, motherfucker. You far
I'm
from
like
normal.
I'm a psychologist without the psychologist education.
Right. And see, look, then
Yeah,
Reggie, we can't
Hey,
be labeling ourselves.
take the
You just
ologist
gave
off.
you Dr. Dre then.
No, take the ologist off.
Exactly.
No, take the ologist off that word.
Just psycho.
Just psych.
Oh,
Just
just
psych.
psych.
You know.
Yeah, I'm a
Psych.
psych.
Yeah,
I
you a
just can't
psych,
give y'all.
psych
I don't believe
patient.
I can't give y'all the meds. It wouldn't
God dang it.
prescribe them if I could.
Okay.
Hey, y'all get ready for that though. It's gonna be the Reggie and whoop up on Reggie. I mean the Calico whoop up on Reggie.
Nah, you just
you
look.
had
You
it
want to be
right.
white and you want to get beat on. Damn. Let's let it go.
slayed.
Calico, switch to mid grade. Switch to mid grade. The gas ain't working for you, homie.
Hey,
You can't smoke gas.
Goddamn, Reggie done mixed drugs with my drugs, man.
He don't look. He psyched you out. He fucked your mind up. You know what I'm saying? And look, and you want to go against Stephen A. You know what Stephen A. gonna tell you?
You can't smoke weed.
Period.
Hey, yeah, it's going down though. You know
go ahead,
what I'm
man.
saying?
Plug your shit, man. Go ahead, man. Let me land this plane, man. We
Man,
got
I'm out of here,
7
man.
minutes.
Hey, it's D Calico, man. You MFers ain't subscribing anyway, so I ain't wasting my time with you. You hear me? Nah, but hey.
But it's hard for them to find your show because your show don't say D' Calico. It's like
but if they do it either way, they gonna find it. They gonna find it. All they gotta do is look.
And you keep changing the avatar. They don't know what avatar to look for. It's DEE Calico. It's D Calico. Sometimes it's Calico.
It's easier to find with the DEE.
Right.
Yeah. But I already know when I whoop up on Stephen A. Smith, you know what I'm saying? It's going down. Like, you feel me? They're gonna come just for the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, he be whooping up on Stephen A. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's going down, y'all.
Okay, Reggie. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I will watch the Reggie Calico show. I ain't gonna lie. Like, y'all set that shit up, man. I'm gonna be y'all first subscriber, and I'm gonna be there every episode sharing that link because that shit is Abbott Costello who's on first. Yeah, man. But it's cool when brothers can disagree, but at the end of the day, it don't end with you a bitch, you a hoe. I'm gonna pull up to your crib with the AK and the fofo. Nah, man. Man. That ain't how we build, yo. And if and both of y'all, everything that you say you are, and I believe y'all, everything you say you are, yeah, that ain't what y'all on, man. Y'all about building. We can't find common ground sometimes. We're gonna get some jokes off, but for the most part, we ain't out here trying to make no threats. We ain't out here trying to. I think both of you guys want to live a long life. Y'all want to stay out of prison. Y'all want to take care of y'all families, be grandfathers, great grandfathers, and make money. Go ahead.
Hey, Mark, if people love seeing me and Reggie arguing, and we get that Skip Bayless and Stephen A. money, man, we'll be live in person doing it. You know what I'm saying? At Mark's studio. You feel me? Hey, thanks again.
Hey, man. Hey, Lemon Pepper wrote a comment about say you Sharif from Minister Society, but the shit you learned is pseudo.
And that motherfucker just learned a new word. He wanted to Louis. Hey, put that in the super chat. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Small change.
Yeah.
Small chilling change ass mother sucker.
Yo, Lemon Pepper Chill is like, is that a black? Like, that got to be a white dude. Who does that? Mile with lemon pepper spray. Man, yo, who the fuck is he still eating chili?
That gotta be big blood, man. I think that's big blood.
It gotta be somewhere. I thought it was Taylor Bell.
Yeah, that might be big blood.
I thought it was my homie Taylor. I thought it was Big Blood. I thought it was a lot of people, man. But it is what it is, man. Whoever it is, thank you though. Because if you're in the chat, that means you're a subscriber. That means you part of the neighborhood and you part of this chaos, man. So
yeah, Big Blood ain't missing for no reason. That's his ass talking all that chitlin talk. He was the chitlin circle.
Yo, you know what? It could be Big Pump Killer. It might be Big Pump Killer. Who knows, man? That's my guy. But go ahead, Reg, man. Plug your show, man.
All right, man. I'm trying to get out of laughing at the comment, man. But man, damn, what I want to say, the shit with the what's his name? Travis Scott thing, man.
Yeah, man.
Where they're
Truly
trying to
unfortunate.
scapegoat him, man. I look at that shit from a different lens, man. And I don't think it's so much of responsibility should be placed on him. And this is trying to scapegoat to really kind of shoo away, sweep under the rug the true issue about those concerts and who is really at fault. It's about the people who not only put those events on, but the behavior of these kids and some of the parents, because some of these parents I've seen allowing very, very young kids to attend these events, the behaviors and functions, the way that these kids crowd around each other. So all it takes is for one person to trip and everybody going to a stampede. And I always think about that stuff because I had to remember an incident like that about almost being crushed when I was in junior high. I remember we up there charging and rushing at the gate because we had, I forget, we had recess or something. This in junior high, and we trying to bust through a gate and shit. Somebody slipped, everybody fell on each other, and just to feel the weight of a bunch of people laying on you, man, that shit send me into a panic. I always think about that, about large crowds. So to have that number of people in there crushing people, and then you have the idiots who are at the back of it who's supposed to lift themselves up and walk the opposite way. People's brains don't fucking function as far as get your stupid ass the hell up from the back and walk to the south to let other people up. And you don't get that. And just to say, all right, stop, move, and y'all get up in the front, like that ain't the way it works, man. Some people just have herd like cow brains and shit that they don't function, and people don't think that crowding in, jumping up and down, bouncing around can create these type of dangers. Like that shit has to be factored in, especially these outdoor festivals. But also to have little kids in there, the unchecked, the lack of checking people. Texas with these lax rules because they playing this political shit with this COVID defiant type crap, allowing that many people into a venue like that, you end up with this type of shit. But these young kids and the behaviors have to go check with the way in which society has become too lax on the behavior of shit. But to blame that on Travis Scott, hell no. This is a representation of a lack of parenting. And is that music appropriate for some of these young kids? Maybe the folks in their 20s, yeah. But you seeing 14-year-old, 10-year-olds dying unaccompanied by their parents with that many people in attendance. Are you a fool? And a lot of these parents are fucking fools, man. But that's my thoughts on tonight's show. Everything
What
was
about
great.
Kanye part 2 coming out? They're doing a part 2 to that.
Oh, on the Drink Champs?
Yeah, part 2 supposed to drop Wednesday or Thursday.
Oh, was it pre-recorded? He came back.
Oh no, it was pre-recorded. It was so much that they didn't even give us all 2.5 hours. Won't even the whole shit.
Oh wow!
If you watch it, you can tell it was edited. So yeah, it's more coming. Pause.
Man, I don't know what else he gonna come out, but the
way
it's
a clip going around. Look, check that. Go check out the Revolt clip. They showing where he's not talking about. Where you can hear what he's saying, but you don't know who he's talking about. He was like, "The fuck you mean we can't have a conversation?" And they keep cutting him, taking shot after shot after shot. I was like, "Damn, they got Kanye looking crazy."
You know what it got to be? This Drake thing that I just seen him and Jay Prince sitting there talking about them having that free Larry Hoover concert. So he must have really went in on Drake.
Let's see. Let's see.
I think that's where the controversy gonna come. He gonna stir up some more controversy. And
absolutely,
it's been great for that channel. It's been great for Nori. He does a great job as far as the way he set that show up. I didn't think that show would have turned out as good as it turned out.
Or his liver. I didn't know that shit was gonna hold up this long because these are older dudes. Literally got a show about drinking. So
yeah, absolutely,
getting drunk every night. So look, you getting the success, but golly, man, your body gonna feel that at some point. All them drinks gonna kick in, homie. And I saw Nori on Love and Hip Hop. Nori fat. Nori gotta start playing. Nori got to be taking shots of water, man, at some point, homie. Like he got to take some shots of water, and he got to get on the treadmill or something. But yeah, man. But yeah, man, it's another part coming out. But yeah, Kanye taking shot after shot, the way they got it clipped up, and yeah, man, just check out the Instagram. Just type in Drink Champs Kanye Part 2. You'll see it popping up everywhere. I think that's it, man. Right? Everybody good?
Yeah, I think that should be it, man. Hey, you know what else I was tripping off of? I was going on to watch a video and some shit came up about Gucci. and I seen the Lady Gaga in it. Like I said, I don't like watching movies, so I never knew that company. Well, we speak about black companies, but internally, a lot of these wealthy white families and companies have these same internal issues, and that shit almost was like the damn TV show The Empire, about that internal struggle of that damn family and shit. Like they was dysfunctional as hell. But that's all I got.
Real quick, Jules Gaming Lounge, you about to go live? Cause we wrapping up, homie. So we can send the traffic over there. Let me know, Jules. In the chat, you about to go live? Jules Gaming Lounge got a dope ass show too. Does a lot of dope things and promote battle rap. Talks about current events, hip hop, boxing. Cool dude too, man. Good brother, man. Got a crazy story if you ever sit around and listen to him talk, man. Let me know, Jules. If so, I'll share the link. With that said, man, I think that's it for me, man. Like I said, I'm gonna put a poll up. I want you guys to let me know what should we do for the 3K giveaway. Don't go to sleep on the job like Sean Porter did when he was working the other day for ESPN. Look, when they hire you, bro, you can't be out there sleeping on the job. And when it's your turn to talk, you say, "I'm gonna reserve my opinions for the Porter Way podcast." Nah, Sean Porter, don't be sleep on the job, homie, because that's how he gonna look on November the 20th. That's how he gonna look on November the 20th. Yep. Bud Crawford gonna put him to sleep. But we'll talk about that more as we get to it. Remember, dreams require sleep. Goals require effort. Go out there and get your goals. I accomplished one of mine tonight, man. And I'm about to go get some sleep. Y'all know me, man. I try not to end the show till we hit that 1K more. I'm like, nah, I'm 1K shorty now. Every time now. Nah, I'm lying. We trying though. We trying to at least hit 1K every time we do the show. Sometimes we push it to 5 and 6 hours till we get it. But sometimes, man, I say, fuck it, man. I gotta go. But I love y'all, man, and I love y'all for your time, your energy, and yeah, that's it. I'll see y'all on the next one. What we got right here? All right, so yeah, Jules said he about to go live. All right, yo, bam. So yeah, check out my guy Jules Gaming Lounge. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. I'll see y'all tomorrow around anywhere between 11 and 12, right? Even between 11 and 12. If I can go live a little earlier, we'll do. But if not, look for me around 11 p.m., 12 a.m. on the East Coast. And Monday, Wednesday, Friday, our flagship show is at 10 p.m. So, yeah, that's it. Let's run that outro. Bam. Hold up, shout out to my guy DB too, man. DB is crazy on that Instagram. I be seeing where he be leaving in my joints up there on Instagram, yo. Follow me on Instagram at Marq Nash. I'm Marq Nash on all platforms. Go to marqnash.com. Get you a hoodie or something. All right, that's it.
This is my passion.
Damn, wrong outro. There we go.
This that squad sound.